Yeah, we out here to preach the word. You know?
Good news.
The good news. Yeah. You know?
It's Israel, right? How the Israelis are treating the Ethiopians,
Yeah.
it's not a good thing, is it?
No, it's not.
Because they're devils. They don't even belong there. They don't. They were not there. Go ahead, break it down.
Listen, I believe it's personal. I believe black people is Israelis. The real,
Oh, yeah.
especially here, here from US is the real Israelis.
There we
I
go.
don't know which one is which, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, we know.
Yeah.
The 12 tribes is many tribes is black. So I don't think it's existing the white one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Some of them are biblical Israelites. It's not just skin color. So some of them are. Like we say, the Ethiopians was not technically a tribe of the Israelites, but we were down in Ethiopia. Like you could still be an Israelite, you know, because our seed is amongst the Cushites.
That's right. There's a Ethiopian eunuch under Candace. I think that's the next. You know, that was an Israelite. You know, so like the elder said, you know, some of our people were in Ethiopia. You know, but when we talk about right now, the people who rule the world, you know, they're Edomites. You know about Esau?
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 Yeah, Esau. Yeah. Esau is the brother of Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. That's who they are. They was given a blessing to rule the world with sword, and that's what's going on right now. You know, everything that we see in this world right now is all ruled by them. You know, whether it's war, you know, they got the military power, you know, the finances. You don't pay your bills, we lock you up. You know, religion. You know, somebody can get Job 9:24. You know, I mean, you was speaking.
You might as well keep going.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked,
And the wicked has been, it's a title given unto Esau because he come from that lineage of Cain and Abel, right? But when you look at Esau, he wanted to kill his brother. Esau didn't want to do nothing that his parents told him to do, right? But, you know, when we look at today's, they talking about they the Israelis, but look at what they doing. They bombing the whole world.
Season, yeah.
You know, they control these people right here. They control literally everything. You look at all the corporations. You look at who owns CBS. It goes back to one of these people. You know, go ahead.
Who was there prior to 1948?
Whose power in 1948?
I would say who was in Israel prior to 1948? Before 1948.
He was in Israel.
Who was
Who was in Israel before 1948? That's what he asked.
Some picture I see on documentaries. I don't know. I see them as like tall black people.
There we go.
skinny and
There we
long,
go.
You know, with a camel and stuff like. I see like
Yep.
a month ago something like that. So
Yep.
before 48, there was not there.
Right.
Yeah.
So how the hell did they get there?
Right.
That was a plan going back to the 1918s from the World War I by the League of Nations and ultimately NATO.
And they run League of Nations and the same they're running like United Nations right now.
Right.
You know that, yeah.
Now, what they did do is they had a ceasefire. You never trust those devils. They had what you call a ceasefire. And during the ceasefire of kicking out the Palestinians, they rolled in tanks and all kind of military might and then started destroying them. And they're still destroying them. They can't be the people of God, man.
They're doing exactly to the people. A coward act like they did up in what's that? Exodus when we was coming out of Israel, when they attacked the elders and the wheat from behind. They doing the same thing now, man. That's how they over there destroying the wheat because they can't protect themselves and committing genocide, basically.
Scripture. This is First Chronicles 17 and 9. It says, also I will ordain a place for my people Israel and will plant them, and they shall dwell in their place and shall be moved no more. neither shall the children of wickedness waste them anymore as at the beginning.
Yeah, and that's what the brother was just talking about. You know, when we had our own land, and these other nations came apart on the other side. These other nations came apart the other side of this. You know, you had the ancient Babylonians that came up on us, the Medo-Persians, all these different nations. But the Edomites, they saw opportunity to try to slay our people, to try to stop us from being a nation. They've always had that mindset. You know, and the people who call themselves Israelis today, right? You know, they say Israeli, not Israelite, right? And they also say that they are Jewish. That's only one tribe, right? Where are the rest of the tribes at?
Can you read this again?
Yeah.
Because I want to go into that in a little bit. You probably were thinking of something else. Go ahead, brother.
This is First Chronicles 17:9. It says, also I will ordain a place for my people Israel, and will plant them.
So the Lord said he's going to plant the children of Israel, right? In the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Israel is a people before it's a place. Go ahead.
And they shall dwell in their place and shall be moved no more.
So that means when the Israelites get into that land, they won't be moved anymore, right? Keep going.
Neither shall the children of wickedness waste them anymore.
So how is the children of wickedness wasting them? If they're the people of God, then they should not have any war, right?
Yeah.
But yet there's still war.
Right.
So that's how we know they're not the children of Israel. When you read Deuteronomy, somebody get Deuteronomy 28:64 real quick. Salakia,
Good.
this is going to prove. Go ahead, brother.
Yep, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And that's one of the ways of how our people got scattered is through wars and captivities. You know, and it's through these people that we lost our heritage.
How you doing?
You know, 'cause the Bible, you know, talks about them being our enemies. You know, and the people want to say, like Christians, they want to say, "Oh, we saved." Well, what we being saved mean if we got to go through this? We're talking about being the children of wickedness, wasting our people. You know, and we got to be placed in our own land, right? Because what we are trying to say is that we gotta make some money to pay bills. If you don't pay your bills, then they coming after you. Why are we paying to live on a planet that we didn't actually be born on? Yeah, you know. And there's all these stuff with scripture stuff, but we're subject to payments. You know, and then we don't control our food, right? We're supposed to be able to have, like, if you got a cow, right? You get so much food off of that, right? We don't control our water, right? And some people will make that argument, well, you know, pay for, you know, the water to be clean, you know, pay for them to actually, I don't know why people are okay with it.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be an argument about it. There's no debate about free resources. If you got free water, why we got to pay? Why, if water is there for us to get right there, right? Why we have to pay $1 or $2 to get some water?
Look, why you paying tax for your house?
For,
Like,
land tax.
God is
Property
giving
tax.
everybody to live, but you pay for that one.
Right.
That's the devilish. I mean,
Devil.
Yeah,
That's a devil.
the system. You know, the system that
and
makes
that's
it
why
work.
we have the mindset that we are in, that the Lord is going to plant us back into our land. He's going to gather our people back, and you know, we will be the real rulers. You know, it ain't going to be a Donald Trump, or, you know, because Donald Trump is just a puppet. You know, these are the real faces, you know, of the wickedness.
They are bigger than him.
Yeah,
Those
the
people. is bigger
Rothschilds,
than-
yeah,
Brothers,
banking families.
yeah.
You know,
Thank you, guys. I have to go to.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
No problem, man. Take it easy.
You
We
too.
here every week.
All right.
We here every week.
First off, you want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakadash.
and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, first off, we're here to wake up the elect, right, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, which are Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Right, the 12 tribes of Israel, the ones the law, statutes, and commandments were given to. the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And to wake up, again, to wake up the elect and to prophesy the downfall of this society known as Babylon, right? America, right? Which is Babylon the Great. Again, many wicked empires that have been risen up just to fall, but then rose back up and won, right? Let's start off with Amos 3 and 6. Right? Many people don't understand that. And I've been thinking about it, throughout the week. Everything that happens in this society, right, it's all been happening back then, right? Within the same wicked empires, right? The Roman Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, right? Egyptian, right?
This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
Right. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Right? Everything that happens is of the Lord, Yahuwah, right? Let's say a tree fall in your car. They'll write it down as what? An act of God. Right? Everything pretty much happens of Yahuwah, man. Back then in all the wicked empires, man, things that went wrong, as they say, was because of the Lord. Right? We cried unto the Lord, Yahuwah, what did he do? He delivered us up out of captivity and destroyed those wicked things, that ruled over us. Right? So what's going to happen here? Y'all people look at it as, evil deeds. Y'all give Satan too much power. Right? Y'all give Satan too much credit. Right? Y'all give Satan way too much credit. But in the book of Job, the Lord commanded Satan. Right? So where in the scriptures did it say that Satan is pretty much going around doing evil behind the Lord's back? Right? Where in the scriptures did it say that? Right? Everything that happens now, man, is of the Lord. And y'all people don't understand. That's why the Lord sent prophets out here to tell y'all.
That's right. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Right. The Lord creates evil, or peace and evil. Right? You even look up the definition of evil, right, in today's terms. Right? Anything that's malicious, right? And it also went into anything that ties in with demonic forces.
Yep. Yeah, evil means bad times.
Yep.
Eve. Damn. Eve is ill. No, I'm just.
But
It's
you
true,
ain't
though.
lying.
But it is true.
But you ain't lying,
That's why, us at GMS, man, we look up words.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So even in Google's terminology, it says it ties in with demonic forces. Right? Evil or demonic forces. The Lord is above that. Right? Who is in charge of the spiritual realm? Yahuwah. Right? So if the Lord said he created peace and evil, the demonic forces themselves, he created them. Right? If I'm a creator of all things, why would something be going against me? That don't make sense unless I really have it that way. Right? But where in the scriptures did it show that Satan ever went against the Lord or them fighting? Right? Having a Dragon Ball Z fight up in heaven.
Right. That's why the scripture says be admonished of making read so many books, man. Because they get that shit from that what's that? Enoch, when they said, the Satan has hit the Heavenly Father, and the Heavenly Father shook his throne, and the Heavenly Father grabbed him and twirled him down to earth.
That book of Enoch.
Bullshit,
That book of Enoch is weird, man.
Yeah, weird book, man.
I went into that not too long ago.
Yeah, people just combine these other books and try to combine it with the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
You can't do it. The scriptures talk about sound doctrine, man, without mixture of error. So you can't mix other books with the Bible, man. It's just not going to mix.
That's not going to work, man. The book of Matthew, somebody can get that, service. right? You can't serve two masters, right? A woman can't serve two men. That ain't gonna work. Okay. You got it? Oh, you got it.
This is Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon.
Right. You can't serve multiple gods. You can't serve multiple books.
That's right.
Right? It's either you serve the one that started it all, or you serve the ones that came after. Right?
Right.
You think about it.
Yeah.
Right? The one that started it all versus the ones that came after. What are you going to go with? Somebody with common sense is going to go for the one that started it all. Right? The Lord of hosts. Right? Pretty much the King of Kings.
Everything in order.
Right.
Like it's talk about different animals. Let's talk about that. You know, certain animals got different purposes. So how they, dogs. You know, big dogs, little dogs. Like we were just talking about the snow dog. You know, that be hunting.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like he created them, and then he would like certain dogs have a certain amount of litter.
Yep.
You know. So they all have different abilities and properties that are unique unto them, different traits. You know.
Hey, you got dogs that lead the sheep. You get the sheep and all the shepherds.
German
shepherd.
You got shepherds for a reason. That's why the Lord set up, judges. Right? We read that. The whole book of Judges, man. The Lord kept setting up judges. Right? But the thing is, the Lord didn't want kings. Right? And that's when Israel kept going off, serving kings. Right? When we're supposed to be serving Yahweh Ba'ashai, that's it.
This is 1 Samuel 2:6. It said, "The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up.
Passion fruit tangerine.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill."
So where does it say, Anubis? What they call the Egyptian god of death.
That's actually one.
Right? Where did it say in the book of Genesis that it said sun god Ra created the sun, right? And Thor, or Zeus caused the flood to happen, or Poseidon caused the flood to happen during the days of Noah. Where in the scriptures did it say that?
Hey, that is.
All these other
Like he told Poseidon.
And where in the scriptures did it say that? That he told all these other gods to do these things. And even if he did, he's still above them. Think about it. Those are gods that the Lord created. Right? For somebody to even think of that, to even start worshiping something like that, the Lord caused them to do that. Baal, right? That's another problem that Israel had. Baal, right? Dagon. What's the Buddha?
Moloch.
Yeah, Ashtaroth, Moloch.
They actually put him in a movie. I think he the one that's behind Annabelle or something like that.
Yeah, Ishtar.
I should have went back to
All these other gods. It's way too many instances in the scriptures where Israel started taking unto other gods and then they got screwed over.
And that's why it's important to learn this, to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yahweh Ba'ashai Yahushua, because people be serving gods unaware.
Yeah.
You know, like God just named Dagon. A fish, the fish god, right? Like they go over there in the aquarium and hold a fish over their head like it's like it's some type of crown to God, not even knowing that you down there serving a God. And the Heavenly Father ain't that, man. That makes the Heavenly Father furious.
Yeah, your God taking the same, right? It's too many instances, even today, where you got people that's called upon Yahweh Ba'ashai, and they say all these bad things start happening, right? People fear that name. You had the Philistines, which had the ark of the Lord. They had the ark of the Lord, and what happened is they kept getting cursed. So they told the Israelites to take it back, or they sent it to another nation. Right? That's how you know that this is a powerful name, and this is a powerful, doctrine. Can you get Book of Judges?
Yeah.
Oh, you had it? Right? Your gods won't save you. Right? Whenever since that your other gods save you, and if so, the Lord just make you believe it. Right? That means the Lord ain't working with you. Right? He'll have somebody, hallucinate with a white Jesus coming down off the clouds and make them really believe it. He'll turn you into an Uncle Ruckus, believe in white heaven. Right? Because there's a lot of Jake that really believe in that stuff. Right? That's how you know that they really broke us, especially through slavery. That slavery is what really broke us, because they used that Christianity. They took that, what's his name, Caesarea, and you think about it, that's smart for them. Caesarea was put up in the late 1400s or early 1500s, right? And right in the 1600s, right after, that's when slavery started. That slavery, our torture. They knew what the hell they was doing. Set up the white Jesus first, bring us into captivity, and beat it into us through quite some years. And now look at our people. That's all it took.
You want to know something funny about that? And I went into this before, but when Esau put up that picture, that's when they saw going on that whole, they call it the crusade, right? When they started going around the whole world putting up Christianity. And then they came for us. So Esau made sure that everybody was under that doctrine before he got to us, because he knew he was going to hit us the hardest with that shit. That's what makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah. They knew what the hell they was doing. And meanwhile, around that same time, you had what the elder goes into. You had Bible destruction groups. You had many different creations, altercations of the Bible. We got a Negro slave Bible. So again, they knew what the hell they was doing. They was doing everything they could. In fact, one of the main reasons that they took the Apocrypha out is because it already prophesied that they would give a false image of the Messiah. Right? That was one of the key points. They took that out because of that main reason. Right? They knew that Jake was going to catch on. Why do you think our people are not allowed to read back then?
That's what I took a picture of.
Why do you think most of our people can't read today? Most of Israel is illiterate. I've noticed that. Right? When I was in school, a lot of people cannot read. I'm sitting there, late middle school, you even got high school, people can't read.
Hold on, brother. They trying to be nerds now, man.
They're trying to be what?
Nerds. Can't read out loud and shit.
They still trying to be nerds, end up like dorks.
It's like, you think about it, man, it's a shame. So I'm looking at classmates saying, you're old as me. Why the hell can you not read?
No, he's still right down there.
Grown men don't know how to read.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's in their damn 50s and 60s.
You got Negroes in the class, bro. Fucking get mad at teachers because they ask them to read. They fucking flipping over their desk because they can't read.
Now you do got, certain ailments, you got curses, you got, even brothers to the truth that got, different types of ailments and plagues. But at least they understand the knowledge, right? These people out here, they're just zombies, right? They're wasted, they're husk. They're walking around, they got no purpose. And most importantly, they can't fucking read. So they're illiterate. That's what the society is trying to do, dumb you down, focus so much on these, right? Not for the good purposes, because you can we use these for good reason, knowledge. These people out here, they don't use it for that. They use it for their TikToks and social media.
Right.
Right? That's what they're trying to do. That's why people can't fucking read. The only thing that they can read is how to put on a filter on a camera.
Don't self-educate themselves about history, what's going on in the world,
Nah, 'cause they don't give a
wars or
damn.
nothing.
They don't give a damn, man. You have a basic conversation with somebody and they go, huh? That's the Lord dumbing these people down, man, because that's a separation.
You know what? If you do try to say something, knowledgeable or something, you
They'll say they don't want to hear it.
These people don't want to hear it, man. It's not for them. It's not for them. If you want to be dumb, illiterate as shit, that's on you, right? Because you got many different opportunities in this world. And those are things that you're going to be learning as a child. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to read and how to miss. You know, and here's the thing, man, they lied to you as a child. That's another thing. Right? Even after slavery, man, they lied to you as a child. Right? These schools were always set up as concentration camps. In fact, they set up school systems were actually, I researched into this. The school systems were first set up around, not even the 1800s, even before that. That's what I started doing. Again, during the time of slavery. So you know that they had classrooms for little black children set up.
This is 2 Corinthians 6:12. It says, ye are not straightened in us, but ye are straightened in your own bowels. Now, this also goes to those false camps that basically want to do what they want to do along with these people. But you can see this is how people will exploit these people. They're set in their own bowels, their own ways. And that's what gets these people messed up. It says, now for a recompense in the same, I speak as unto my children. Be ye also enlarged, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. What fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion would have light with darkness? That's why we know how to finagle around this people. That's what separates us.
Right.
That's the truth. That's the separation from all these people that want to know about TikTok challenge. They end up being killed.
It's getting dumb. It's getting dumb out there. What was that shit we just saw? I think you see the Spice Bowls. Yeah, pretty much when we saw up in there.
All that pretty much is just people combining a whole bunch of stuff and putting it on, like, for example, they'll use that sign to eat off of it. That's just what it is.
Oh, that's the stuff you talking about.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, they eat it out of a boot. Yeah. This one girl took her weave off and filled it up with a bunch of stuff and ate out of the weave.
One took a plunger.
One took a plunger and ate off the plunger. These two niggas ate off of a used lawnmower.
Oh my God. One of them actually ate it off out of a tool.
One of them, out of a toilet in the middle of the road.
Man, that's again. That's crazy. Do you remember? I kind of talked to y'all about that before. I even mentioned it at camp.
It's people crazy as shit, man.
Yeah. I said that I've noticed that, and I'm sure many brothers noticed this. The Lord is putting the spirit of separation out here, right? And I even did a video on it. The Lord has put the spirit of separation, right? And what I called it, I think I titled it "Separation and Amplification," right? Because the Lord is separating, but also amplifying everybody's spirits. Man. If you're already dumb, man, the Lord is making you dumb. If you're already, insane, the Lord is making you more insane. If you're already, walking around doom and gloom and angry all the time, the Lord is making these people even more angry. Right? But then if you have a zeal, man, if you're wise, the Lord is making the wise wiser. Right?
Now that you mentioned, because I thought about it before, but I didn't think about it like how I did now. Yeah. You know when a generation of people get dumber and dumber, like each generation. Yep. Look at what we had back when the internet started. We had what? Aside from YouTube, we had actually I would even say aside from Facebook, we had Vine, right?
Yep.
It was actually kind of funny, but now you fast forward to now, what you got? Instagram, Twitter, the worst of all, TikTok.
Yeah. Kind of I was going to say something.
TikTok, for the newer generation, is becoming a celebrated word. I knew it was bad when I started seeing.
That was a good catch. Yeah.
I knew it was bad. I started seeing.
Recruit you, man. Yeah. Yeah. Reflexes, man.
Yes, that was the actual channel. So I knew
The
it was
garment
bad.
that made it blow
Every
every
time. Every time. People talk about Obama was better and all this
That's
stuff.
that's
No,
that
it's
stuff
actually,
that's good.
it wasn't that one. It was
That's the stuff that's good. I just don't have
Back to where y'all brothers up. This is Revelations. This is Revelations 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
right. That's a good. That's actually a good precept right there. Again, the Lord is putting the spirit of separation and amplification. You know, it's a kind of spirit that those thoughts have been, resonating.
Yeah.
Those past like few months now, right? And it, honestly, I said I wouldn't really, say this, on camera even, but it is what it is. It makes sense about the famine of the word, right?
Yeah.
When you try to, the fact that people are getting dumber out here, people are getting more ignorant, it makes sense because even if you're able to still come out here and tell these people what's going to happen, the Lord still put that spirit of dumbness on them. It's not going to work either way.
Can you imagine trying to wake up somebody that, and I've seen this, obviously it's no surprise. Can you imagine trying to wake up somebody that has a Taco Bell ranch? Hear me out. This girl had a Taco Bell ranch or ranch on it, avocado ranch, a taco, and dipped it in a Baja Blast. That whatever the hell that shit is.
Yeah, that's a Baja Blast.
Can you imagine trying to wake up somebody like that? And like I said in the video, it's unfortunate that we have to, fortunate and unfortunate that we have to reach out to people like that because we don't know if they're the elect.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got this other thing. I don't know why this shit keep popping up for me now, man. They got this other thing. I don't know what the hell they call it, but what they do is they open up a thing of pineapples. Y'all probably seen it. They open up a thing of pineapples, and they take the pineapples out. And while the juice is already still in there, they put Kool-Aid in it.
Oh yeah, I seen it. I've seen it after you told me.
Yep. And they dump a ton of sugar. Damn near that whole bag of sugar in that shit. Let it sit, and it's so sugary that it turns thick, right? And then what they do is they put the pineapples in there and let it marinate. And all the Jake is like, yeah, this is good. But y'all the same motherfuckers that's going out here complaining about health issues and black people this and black people that, right? Can you imagine it's unfortunate that we have to reach out to people like that.
Yeah.
Well, in the truth, people come from all walks of life. Mm-hmm. And some of them could, I'll believe it or not, some of them could be the elect. Yeah. That's why I say it's fortunate. That's why I say it's fortunate and unfortunate. But you get it. You got it.
You think about it, like, again, separation. The Lord is amplifying different types of spirits. Have you noticed the past few days we had people come up? It's still a small amount, but again, the ones that were already wise in some type of way, they're getting wiser. People have come up, and they know a lot more than most people that came up with understanding did before. If you notice that, right? So there's a good amount of people that are still understanding even more. I think you got the rest who are just dumbing down even worse.
It's right. You said that too about what was your head? You said that's separation.
Oh yeah, the Lord put the spirit of separation and amplification.
Separation and amplification. Because when you just went into this book of Revelation 20:11, at the end it says, he that is holy, let him be holy still.
Right.
The word holy is going to set apart.
Yep.
So that is true that amplifying the spirit and making them and having us separate from those type of spirits, man. Those wicked, filthy ass spirits that's out here.
Yeah, because that's what, again, the separation is needed. Most people think it's supposed to be all together, all at one, and I wonder why this place is, the way it is.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like what brother just read in Corinthians, that he yoked, with these wicked people that's out here, man. You don't even supposed to be around the
This place is full of what? Every nation. And I wonder why it's going through all the shit that it goes through. I wonder why you got complaints about Indians over here scamming and shit. Yeah. You gotta Judges.
This is Judges 10:6. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord,
right,
and served Baal.
Yep. And that, again,
You got all these different nations of people. What do you think's going to happen when all these other nations came over in the U.S., right? With us being brought here in captivity, broken, not knowing our heritage, they're going to follow unto all these other nations' heritage, right?
Yeah.
You got all these, again, Indians over here scamming. So they're going to start worshiping what? That Hinduism? Right? You got Jake worshiping that Islam.
Indians worship foot food.
Oh, shit.
Arabs too. And goddamn dirty ass Arabs too.
They're over here able to thrive. And these people, Jake, y'all like feeding
Nice ass feet.
right? Y'all like feeding off of them, of their doctrine, but
Mm-hmm.
they'll take everything from you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't got no ice cream shops, no, the ice cream trucks, the pizza parlors, nothing.
Yeah, them heathens with that got our skin tone, they got unusually ashy feet. It's like, God damn, man, put some fucking lotion, lard on them motherfuckers.
What is that?
Lord,
You know, man? But
they're hard.
you gotta oil them or soak them in salt. Like that's why the scriptures are talking about Niger, Simeon, Barnabas and Simeon called Niger. Because like him, he's got, when he talk about black, I'm black, talking about that complexion, that glowing.
Yeah.
That's what Yahushua had, that glow. Like so-called black people, Israelites, when we're so-called black, we have a glowing complexion.
Yeah.
They have an ashy complexion.
Or black.
They probably ashy even in the rain and shit.
Well,
What? That's the big man. The one I took a picture of. The one across the street.
It's insane. What the hell? That's another example of being sick. That big Jake rolling up.
Yeah.
Extra plug.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the same one.
That's big extra plug, brother.
This is judges.
That's triple X.
That's
Triple.
Oh, man. Hey, you got
That ain't big X, that's triple X the plug.
you got shit like that existed in this world, man. You telling me these people ain't gotta pay for
That's a
that?
mental disorder.
Yeah.
Y'all telling
Just
us,
like drugs. Just
Yeah.
like drugs.
yeah. Hey, y'all telling us that these people, we gotta forgive them for shit like that.
Yeah, that's good. It is like drugs. Because sometimes shit, when I'm feeling down and shit, I get me a good meal. I be
Yep.
kind of decent. I be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, we watching TV now.
Yeah, but you ain't abusing it.
Yeah.
Clearly. You burn it off, you're not abusing it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, all of us, we go off.
God.
What do they call it? Endorphins or something like that?
But the brain, the chemistry of the brain.
Yeah.
The same thing that incites sexual function. Dopamine, endorphins. So that's why I remember I saw one couple, they was in front of a grocery store and they had like 3 big bags of McDonald's food.
Damn.
They was both about 500 plus each.
Oh
Dang.
man.
And they were feeding each other the food. Yeah, but when you think about it, there's no different than crack addiction. The drug addicts still.
Yeah.
I lived in a crack house, man. They would hold the pipe in one of them their mouths and smoke it and shit.
That's crazy. That is like when you see a crack and they be all sleeping and shit off the crack. You see a fat person with goddamn burger on their stomach, falling
Yeah.
asleep in the chair with the food hanging out their mouth and shit.
Yeah, and they don't care about sex or nothing like that because that is their sex.
Yeah.
That's why a drug addict will tell his own wife to go out and prostitute.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I seen that yesterday. It was 2 crack people, people that was on drugs. They sat at the table. They had food in their hand. They nodded. They damn near sleeping.
They're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was sleep. Fucking got the food still in their hand. I'm like, damn. That shit.
This is Judges 10:6. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord and served Baal and Ashtaroth and the gods of Syria and the gods of Zidon and the gods of Moab and the gods of the children of Ammon and the gods of the Philistines and forsook the Lord and served not him.
Right. Look around. And this is why we're here. Right? Just simple as that. That's why we're here. That's why we suffer. That's why we up in this predicament. That's why you got goddamn cars rolling by on wheelchairs. You know, you got shit like that. Who makes the food to be like that? Back in slavery, they, chiseled their teeth out and fed them slop. What do you think they're doing today? This food is not real. So they feeding us slop.
And that's why you gain a lot of weight. Because as I said before, there's no nutrition. When your body can't identify nutrition, it'll keep eating. Just like the worms can't identify healthy apples. So they just start eating a healthy looking apple. There's no connection. Our connection from the earth, right? The animals, our women, it's totally cut off. And we talking about the men. Every time you hear the black woman say, as a black woman, no, as a black woman, what? You get all the benefits of society. We're the ones totally disconnected. When it says I should discontinue from my heritage, that's talking about us. Now, the woman will automatically be discontinued from her heritage because she's not following the order.
Yeah, that's number one, of course. That's the black woman. You should be shut the hell up.
But this is why you have the super morbidly obesity and the food, the lack of discipline, character, integrity. It's all been flushed.
Yeah. And they treat all these things like they're gods. Right? They crack like that crack god dude that came up here to yeah, man. That crack is like a god to him. And it's crazy because over and over again, our people, the Israelites, have showed our people, the Latinos, Negroes, and Native American, over and over again that these gods are worthless. Like Daniel, Baal and the dragon.
Yeah.
Yep. He showed them that. Yep. Hey, he told him like, hey man, your people playing you as a fool, basically.
Yep.
That God that you serving,
yep.
he ain't eating shit. He ain't eating and drinking nothing, man. And sure enough, his servant, when he showed that ruler, yep. His servants was going in there eating up the damn food that they give to that God. Yep. And when he found that out, he had them killed. He's like, yeah, y'all, I'm serving a false God. This God ain't doing nothing.
That was the Bell of the Dragon is a really good example of that, man.
Yeah, man. So it's the same thing in today's side. Our people serve these gods. Like,
then they put plates of food out there.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Now you call the service eating.
Yep. They had a secret passageway under the dragon.
So that's over and over again, man. Like the Jesus character, false God, right? And we are in today's time letting our people know again that this is a false God that you serving, man.
What has Jesus Christ done for you?
Right. It was a pastor who was on the string. He had a string. He went into the ceiling.
I remember that. Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Y'all don't see the strings right there? Yeah, I did a video on that.
Yeah,
that was like five years ago.
I think he was playing as Jesus or some shit like that.
You get raptured up into the ceiling.
Yeah, raptured. Yeah, you get raptured. Yeah.
And that's when he was coming down. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? No.
Chris, he got stuck in the edge. I'll give it to him though. I mean, I guess there's a little creativity in there.
Well, they're going to do that to get the hustle.
Yeah.
The nigga create anything in prison. Get Judges 10:14 somehow.
This is Judges 10:14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto the Lord, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day.
And these are the curses that the Lord has put upon us, man, because what do, man? We kept serving other gods. Right? We went off against the Lord, right? What does the scripture say? We went on war. And that's all our people kept doing, man. And one other thing they did was merging gods. Right? Israel kept on merging, other gods. Man, you had Jake going around, they mess with women. Then they get fully indoctrinated into what the woman was worshiping.
Yeah, Phinehas put a
Yep.
javelin through a man for that.
Yep. And then they start merging doctrines.
But that's what we did with Jesus Christ.
It's Jake. They know that, they know it's wrong in the back of their head, man. So they want to try to half it, right? Trying to serve two masters, what we just read, right? And then they serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai serve Dagon, right? You can't do that. That's why he'll fix it. Right? Jake will find every single way to go off, man, because it feels good. Why do you think Jake kept on trying to go back in Egypt? Right? Because it was good there, at least to them. They got the food, they got the women, they got the daily tasks. Wasn't that bad?
The problem wasn't
Yeah.
the problem wasn't just serving the Lord, because they did serve the Lord, but then they merged the other gods with them, and that caused us to totally lose it.
Yeah.
Like down in Nineveh. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. There's a lot of temptations, think about it. Even back then, if you imagine, they had a lot of temptations back then. It's bad today, right? Almost everything in the society is of other gods. This whole place is built off other gods, right? Other godly worship, right? Close. God of the Edomites. Women, Queen of Heaven, right here. Yeah. You got the holidays, Semiramis, Ishtar, right?
In Exodus 20.
Money.
Y'all hear him speaking, y'all just think of
I
scripture.
got a precept, if I may. This is Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Right.
This is Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Right. We will serve Yahweh by Shai, man. If you want to serve other gods, man, you leave out. Right? It reminds me of the book of Revelation, I believe the 9th chapter. It said the court which was without the temple leave out, meaning the Israelites that were not of them, right? The ones that were not of the Israelites, they left out the temple, right? They weren't supposed to be in there, right? Other nations. So if you want to follow into these other nations and their doctrines, man, you leave out, man.
That's why he said, I'd rather have you hot or cold than to be lukewarm.
Yeah.
That lukewarm represented also the favoring of this society. You either on fire for the truth or you're not.
Right. You got a lot of people even today that half-ass it. And it's sure as hell you had a lot of people back then half-ass it. Right? Because they don't want to let go of the certain. It comes with pleasures. Pleasures is what really take you out. Right? It's mostly number one, women.
No.
This is Exodus 20 and verse 1. It says, and God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right. It said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. To a lot of you people out there, that's like a really hard obstacle for you to follow.
Yes.
Right? Which, think about it, it is for these people out here in this world. They've been, number one, they grew up indoctrinated. And two, it feels good to believe what they want to believe. Right? It feels good to them to not believe in a God at all. Right? But at the same time, it's still not that damn hard. But y'all just still want to continue in that wickedness, man. Y'all got those are demons. Y'all still want to continue serving Baal or Balaam, right? That's another one if I remember. I got you. This is 2 Timothy 3:1.
It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come."
Right. In the last days, perilous times shall come. Right? You think of perilous times, it means evil and wicked. Very distraught times to think about. They're dangerous. Right? Those are dangerous times that's coming. And back then you had many dangerous times that were to come to pass. Right? So what do you think we're out here telling you people for? Right? We wouldn't come out here for no reason to say that Jesus Christ has done, y'all wickedness, y'all done wrong, right? Jesus Christ is he just out of nowhere. He's just not the right person to be worshiping. Right? No, it's for a goddamn reason, man. Historical texts even tell you who that man actually is. Right? And it's too much proof, and you just look around, man, how people are oppressed. Right? What does the scripture say? The righteous and authority. No. Right? You look around and see how people are oppressed. That's what that Jesus Christ has done for you. Just that. Absolutely nothing. Right? Even if you're not worshiping that Jesus Christ, you're worshiping that Islam, you're still under that Jesus Christ, because either way, they're all still tied in. Right? They're all most of the Roman Catholic, doctrines. Right? Islam is a jailhouse religion. It's even less than Christian, honestly. Because they don't even have no prophecy. At least these Christians out here, they believe in some type of prophecy. Don't know how to break it down, man. All you Christians, Islam, you Jehovah's Witnesses, I've been hearing about them popping up a lot.
A lot of people don't know what a prophet or prophesied is. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, being a prophet isn't coming out here telling you just good news, right? Telling you that, asking if you're saved in the Lord. That's not being a prophet. And the word prophet means to prophesy before, right? To tell before, or to interpret.
Yeah.
Right?
And when we ask a Muslim what prophecies are in that religion, they can't even break it down. They can't even say a prophecy.
And the only prophecy that they believe in is apparently in the last days, the words and they barely even teach that either. Because you remember, I asked that a few times to some Islam, and they was looking confused.
Them niggas don't even know why they don't even eat pork. They don't even know that. Listen, well, where in the Quran does it say don't say don't eat pork? We have yet to have them show us that. So y'all niggas, you Muslim niggas, man, y'all all bugged out, man.
And I was thinking about that too, about the ecosystem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord created all these things that we say don't eat because they're good for the ecosystem.
They
crabs,
Yeah.
shrimp.
Yeah.
They're good to clean up the water. Now they can't clean up a lot of that shit that's in the waters right now.
Yeah. Give it time. No, I mean they'll probably die a lot of the time, but give it time.
Yeah.
If they leave them alone long enough, shit.
Yeah, because the world is gonna go back to that natural state of how it's
like if you left crabs, because Maryland is known for the crab, because they eat them, right?
Yeah.
If you left crabs, and shrimp, and whatever other filtration system that belongs in there, you know what I mean? Leave them in there long enough, this whole harbor be clean.
Yeah. And another thing, we dealing with the plastics. Right?
Exactly.
That shit gotta get burned up.
Yep.
Right? Through the thermonuclear missiles. But when we was back in ancient history, we ain't had to deal with fucking plastic motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All these different things that people normally see nowadays. A pig would be able to. You see pigs just walking up and down the street because they will be part of that filtration system. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have to eat no fucking plastic, man. But
no.
The eco, that's one of the reasons why we say those things. The pigs are supposed to be, cleaners of the earth for the garbage and stuff like that, man. It was like a garbage disposal. You even see that from off of the Flintstones, right? They put the stuff into the sink, and what was under the sink? It was a freaking pig, right? I keep going on this. I got Proverbs. I got Proverbs. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Yep. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 2, right? I'm going to go down because these are certain things that you were touching on already, right? It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. It says traitors, heady, high-minded, and this is one of the things that caused me to read this, right? It says lovers of pleasures more than lovers of good. And that's what the brother had said earlier. Pleasures is one of those things that people lose discipline in.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you got a little bit more.
Right, the pleasures is what really will take you out, man. Again, you got to be careful of the sword. Once that felt, somebody can get that actually. I know it's in Luke as well. Something that fell upon the thorns, right? Those are riches, and they don't have to be just money. Right now, riches can go into many things. It can be food, anything, any type of benefits, man. It can be, hell, your drugs even, right? It could be women. Those thorns are women as well. In fact, most of those thorns are women. Right? A lot of people get taken out easily.
Right? You should say wine and women cause men of understanding to fall out.
Yeah. And what did that scripture just say? The first one, it said lovers of themselves as well. Right? A lot of Jake have pride. They will worship other gods, man, because they got too much pride. Man. They see this and they know the commandments and the laws, like the law, statutes, and commandments tell you not to do certain things, right? Tell you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have long hair, you can't shave your beard. Jake got too much pride, man. They go into these other gods or none at all and say, I got free will. This God allows me to do this. They don't say I don't have to shave, right? They don't say that I have to shave or I can't get a line up or I can't sleep with that nigga's wife. Yeah, it's horrible, man.
Like almost like this fish.
Jake got too much pride. And that's what leads them into worshiping these other gods as well.
Yeah, when you look at, the pride of life, that's not of the Lord. That's what the Bible says. Right? All this stuff that we have, right? It was given unto us. It was given unto us from the Lord. He can take all this shit away from us, man. If we want to, even your life, that was given unto you from the Lord. He can take your life away if he wants to, man. Or the life that you think that you live in, he can take that away from you.
Right.
And have your ass out here digging in fucking garbage cans and homeless and shit, man. Then what you gonna be doing, man?
Like he did Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, fucking feathers growing out of him.
Yeah, this man digging in dirt and all type of shit. Yeah.
The Lord can bug you all the way out, man. Have you thinking you in the truth and you really not.
Easy.
Yeah.
You do that shit easy.
You think about it, man. Another thing Christianity does, they take all the credit away from the Lord. They think everything's their free will. They think Satan does everything. That's another problem y'all got. That's what that Jesus Christ gave y'all. The soft ass, where's the son at? A soft ass Edomite coming down off the clouds, barely does shit, I guess. Right? And I guess his father doesn't do anything either. Right? So he didn't really, I guess, doesn't have that much power against Satan. And he doesn't have enough power to control him.
And I guess, outside their logic, it does make sense how Satan would kick his ass. It made sense. Satan do have power over that soft ass motherfucker, man. Goddamn Caesarea, Borgia.
Yeah, because I mean, how you look at how Christians try to paint the Lord, he just changes his mind. He probably he like Satan. Yeah, Satan, I want you to go kill. No. Just fall back.
Why the hell would I worship an indecisive God? Come on, man.
Things that Satan normally will put somebody to death for.
Yeah.
No, Satan, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure that they good. You good, man. Come on. You're taking his job away.
Yeah.
You taking food off of Satan, please.
Yeah. Hey, man, Satan got to live too, right? Got to make a living.
Satan gotta pay rent.
Damn.
They're not be saying, so the Lord loves my people. Now he changed his mind. So you know what? Y'all do. Y'all ain't worshiping me.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw the whole nation in the garbage.
Like what happened to him being the Alpha and Omega? What happened to that? Alpha and somebody that's Alpha and Omega ain't gonna be sitting up there changing his mind over people that he chose,
Right.
and because they went off. And the Lord even said that in the book of Ezekiel, I caused you to go off. Now it's like pure trash. I caused you to go off, right? Because in Ezekiel it said, y'all going to, then they're going to know that I am the Lord that caused them to go into captivity.
So who has been his counselor?
It's fucking rotten
So he
down
not,
here, man.
so he not saying and make good of it. You know? Yeah, that's the thing.
It's crazy. Damn.
I know there's a whole herd of them walking around. So I guess Jesus, well, the one y'all called the Messiah, yes, he's weak now. I guess he made a being that's his equal. Like apparently, we're probably weaker than him. At this point, I guess God, Jesus, all the angels and the demons, they all might as well just be weak as shit. And at this point, Satan might as well pay his bills, not pay his bills, get evicted from hell. Right? Because apparently to y'all, he got evicted from heaven.
There's Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and 2.
He got kicked out of heaven.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right. These people that are in rulership, you can see that these people are born. So that's how you know that we're born, right? That we're in, that these people, Esau, that these people right here are the wicked, right? Because the fact that our people are born, again, as the Cushite even said, man, we gotta pay for everything. You gotta pay for water, you gotta pay to breathe, you gotta pay to die. You gotta pay taxes. You know, all to these people.
It's $1 billion industry when you die.
Yeah.
So that's in $1 billion. Matter of fact, it could be in Detroit. You know, all the funeral homes and all that.
Yeah, they're extortion. Right? This world is full of many extortionists. That's how you know that these people are the wicked. Right? You got a whole bunch of drama on the, you know, in the YouTube world. You know that YouTuber Mr. Beast that everybody knows about, the richest YouTuber. Forcing people to donate to some charity for water in Africa, but nobody knows where all that money went. They raised billions of dollars, and where did all that money go? I know. Make this give up in Africa. Yeah. They got modern cities. What makes you think they don't have water? It's like anybody who follow into that YouTuber Mr. Beast is dumb anyway.
Fuck the man.
Number one, that guy, he's a rat himself.
I need help, goddamn.
That Mr. Beast character, he's a rat himself. In fact, his bloodline traces to the Rockefellers. That was recently got out there. So he's one of them.
This is Jeremiah 2:13. It says, "But my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and have them out broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?"
Right. Why is our people spoiled?
Damn.
Because we were given the ability to do what the hell we want. Right? And that's one thing that would destroy a nation. That would destroy a child, and that would definitely destroy a woman. Right? So what do you think is going to happen to a whole nation? You gave the nation the ability to do what the hell they want, feed them slop, and make them work their asses off just so that they can treat themselves and again doing whatever the hell they like. What does that breed? More slavery, more convenience. Then they're gonna get spoiled. They're gonna look to it, and then what's gonna happen when that rice grain comes out to the right hand of your forehead? People are gonna go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
That's basically what the verse is just going into about these, like even with the Cushite, the guy that came up, man. Everybody mourning that, man. Like Proverbs 29:2. Or they want Yahweh, they want to change. They want to change for the better, for righteousness. Just like we want.
The question is, why do we have to tell him that who we are? And he admitted that we are the real Jews and all that.
Yeah.
So that means they knew the whole time.
Yeah, they know. Yeah.
But we had to wake up for them to admit it.
Yeah. So this is Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subject to the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Heavenly Father. Right? So that's basically these other nations, man. The animals. Everyone is waiting for the sons of the Heavenly Father to come back in power to live in a world full of righteousness, man.
Right.
You know?
That's
I was gonna say, remember the Cushite lady that I think she even said it. She on video saying, "I'm waiting for the
Oh
children
yeah.
to come back." You know what I mean?
And that woman over there.
I think she was Palestinian.
Yeah, she's like Palestinian.
I
I
think,
think. Yeah. And she had a baby. Yeah, she said we want the children of Israel to get back into power to basically rule the world in righteousness. So they won't have to suffer anymore. You know? And it's crazy because it's like the elder said, these people knew or know who we are the whole time. They knew this. You know? That goes to show you that biblical facts that we are the children of Israel, man. Because those same people that know are the same people who hissed and clapped and shook their head when we fell off, man. You know, and that's in what's that? Is that Leviticus 5?
Somebody want to get the parable of Lazarus?
Yeah, Lamentations. Terrible.
Oh yeah, Lamentations.
Lamentations 5.
Is that 5 or
Yeah,
2?
yeah, it's 5:15, I believe.
You can get it if you want.
Yeah, okay.
And these people would think that, don't think for a second that our rulership ain't gonna be with a rod of iron with that, you know? Don't think it ain't gonna be, if you're going off, like it ain't gonna be no get back, you know? So there's gonna be a lot of payback, for these nations.
That's right. So look, this is Lamentations 2 and 5.
I figured it was 2.
Yeah. This Lamentations 2 and 15. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hissed and wagged their head at the door of Jerusalem, saying, "Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Yep. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen."
yeah.
You know? Yeah, so that's basically these other nations that was praying on Israelites' downfall. When we fell, they was happy, man.
Yeah.
You know, when we found our glory and our beauty, they was happy, man.
Yeah, it's this the nation that they call people of God. And even more so us standing out here, because they'll say, "How the hell are y'all the real Jews? Do you see what y'all doing? Do you see what you chimps are doing? You know what I mean? What you animals are doing?" Right?
I always said simps.
Simps, chimps, monkeys.
Simping chimps.
The men is all messed up. The women is all messed up. They looking like, man, what the hell? How the hell are y'all the people of God, man? You know? But
I was gonna say they hate us with audacity, man.
yeah, they
I was
do.
on a game one day, and it was I think he was Esau. I don't know. He could have been one of us. I know he wanted an Israelite. He kept saying, "Monkey boy, monkey boy, motherfucking Uncle Sam." I said, "What the fuck?" I caught on to it. I said, "Oh, okay, you calling me a monkey? Okay,
Yeah.
you racist piece of shit." But that shows you that they hate us so bad, man.
I'll be like, who's the real monkey?
Right.
Shave a monkey and watch how he looks.
Yeah,
Right.
them little tiny thin lips and shit.
Them Edomites, man, they get mad at you when you clap back, man.
Good.
So if I said, well, you call me a monkey, well, when the last time you fucked your sister? You fucking ungrateful piece of shit.
You know, see, they get mad at you. They get mad at you when you clap back. that nigga, that motherfucker. What's his name? The guy that got arrested. He shot the, yeah, he pepper sprayed the Jake. He pepper sprayed the Jake because the Jake called him Mayo. After he called the Jake a nigga. See, there's a lot of us now that ain't trying to be your friends no more, Esau. You know, but it take. You know, but they still ain't got the truth. But it's a lot of us now that don't want to fuck with you no more, man. You know,
we tired of your lies.
Yeah,
they the ones that preach peace.
Yeah, it's all about love and peace,
like the Soul Train.
Yeah. So what do? They give you dumbass niggas Juneteenth, which just passed yesterday. Keep the niggers quiet.
What happened after all that? What you just telling me yesterday about the kids? They got shot.
1-year-old, yeah.
Come on, man. Esau shot a damn baby, man.
That was he gets off for. That was was that the Walmart mother?
Yeah, Walmart.
Yeah. And he gets off for, like the elder said, man.
The lynchings. The guy Taylor House published the other week, the lynchings. They're still lynching.
Yeah, they find a lynching every week.
As long as our people keep loving Esau, they're gonna pay the price. That's why I said separate yourself from them. Go ahead, Earl.
Yeah,
this is Luke 16:19.
Somebody can break it down.
It says, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day.
Yep.
So you gotta stop. Who's the rich man?
Yep, that's a representation of Esau. You know, go ahead.
The top elites.
Yeah, the top elites. Yep. Maybe specifically, the top elites. Yep.
It said, verse 20, it says, and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores, and desired.
Who's the beggars?
It tells you that, if I may say.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
And the verses up, it says,
so those parables is talking about the Israelites, Esau. It goes back to Jacob and Esau. It goes back to the sons of God, the sons of the men, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. That's what that's going into.
Deuteronomy 28:44. It says, "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Yep,
he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." So that's what basically, us, being the beggar. We have to go from wanting all things. That's what.
Yep. Wow. Yep.
This is verse 21. It says, "And desiring to be fed with crumbs, which fell from the rich man's table."
The need, the want of all things. Go ahead.
It says, "Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores."
Oh man, the pieces of shit come along, man. The goddamn heathens. I hate you heathens with a passion. Well, coming to lick the sores, right? Feeding off of our, off of what Esau is capitalizing pretty much off of our downfall.
Yeah, kind of like giving that poison, that experimental poison, MSG, and putting it in flavor enhancers in the Moabite food.
Oh, did you hear about for the Olympics, the other country had to, the Norwegian country had to send food over because they didn't want to eat the American food?
Yeah.
They said they didn't trust the American food.
They know
it's GMO food.
That's smart. That was really smart.
Yeah.
Good for y'all. That was smart.
They said those other nations didn't want to eat American food.
So they didn't have y'all looking like that. But anyway.
No, for real. And the problem, what you said? No. Yeah, the problem comes in that you knew y'all experimented with that shit on us, the children of Israel. Y'all put that on us. That we the ones got that first experimental food.
Yeah.
Doing that Section 8, the projects, the big blocks of cheese and you know what I'm saying, the fake ass Cheerios. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not the real Cheerios, but the fake ones. Even the real ones ain't no good. None of them so-called whole grains is any good because they're loaded with carbohydrates. They're loaded with sugars because it turns to sugar.
Yep.
You the one gave us that shit. Thick ass king syrup.
Roman noodles that turn into
That
sugar.
ramen noodles, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Turns into sugar.
Hell yeah.
So you have an attack on our kidneys and our pancreas. The pancreas and the liver works together in controlling sugar. You know what I'm saying? When your sugar is low, the liver excretes glucose. When the sugar is high, the sugar increases glucose. When the sugar is high, the pancreas excretes insulin, right? And so when you have an imbalance of sugar and salt, your kidneys control part of your blood pressure. So what do we mess up with? High blood pressure and diabetes, in some cases both. And it's because of the food. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, but that'll finish the girl.
This is Luke 16. It says, and desiring to be fed with crumbs which fell from the rich man's table, moreover the dogs came and licked his sword.
And the crumbs, by the way, too. These little ass holidays that they give y'all, man. You know, y'all desire that shit so much. I just mentioned Juneteenth. The other one is 4th of July, whatever. You know what I mean? All these little Black Friday and
Even what the elder said with the welfare system,
Jobs, even those big contracts you get as NBA athletes.
Yeah.
Those are the crumbs they get because you don't even really get all that money.
Oh yeah, I was just watching a video how they break it down like Drake and Lil Wayne. And you know Drake signed to Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne is signed to Baby, and then the Baby is signed to Universal Studios. So by the time they get the money all the way down to Drake, he only getting the crumbs. Or they only getting the crumbs.
that's why a lot of them got broke because this shit wasn't theirs. Never was. Those are the little crumbs. You know what I mean?
That's why you see somebody that's retired, that's a musician or a rapper, they got to go make their money through tours. They don't feel like doing that. They kind of forced Method Man to have to go do a tour because he took up acting. He didn't want to do it. Like when you're 20, you're a different person than when you're 50. But I look like being a famous like Special Ed back in the 80s. I got it made. And then I'm 50 years old coming on stage, hair gone, wrinkles everywhere, cut out of here.
That don't make sense.
So you sit all wrestle on your gut. I got it made. And you can't even walk and shit. I got it made. You know what the hell? You can't even see the lyrics no more. Shit.
God.
You just going based off of memory.
Yeah, what you did. And how the hell you got it made? You on the goddamn stage. You know what I'm saying? Try to make some more money off of endorsements and touring.
You little niggas is happy with that shit too, man. Y'all happy with those crumbs, man. You know?
That's crazy because I was just telling my wife that the other day with bitches and niggas that be wearing them big dumbass chains that's shining and shit.
Oh, you mean like Gorilla Heater?
Yeah. Kind of like a ratchet ass symbol for black people. You know, just wearing that dumb big chain and shit. It looks stupid. It makes you look ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. Unprofessional.
Unprofessional, because when you rich, those rich billionaires and billionaires, like
wear
Jay-Z, he don't want no big.
They wear the shine at it.
Where they at with it? Yeah, they in suits. They ain't got no big ass
big chain.
Israeli chain on them.
Yeah, they got cheap ass suits. That's
what
probably
keep them rich.
made out of good material. And them crack cuss puppy shoes that you need to meat oil to iron out the cracks. You know? Yeah. Little soft shoes. Fat rats, man, walking in them soft shoes and shit.
Plus. Rats getting big as shit, man.
You know, more and more information about those rats
They keep coming out, right?
Yeah, because on that video when the man was interviewing them, he said, who basically got you stable in the home? He said, my wife. Every person he came across, they told him the wife. As a man, what the scriptures talk about, you having to work to be able to feed yourself. The scripture really can't come to my hand, but it's basically saying to labor, to be able to feed yourself and your family. So why is these rats just living off their wife? You know
it's called an infidel. They're unbelievers. Well, it makes sense. They're unbelievers.
Right, they're unbelievers. It's like, I'm going to keep this short. On top of that, when the whole shtick is, in order to be born an Israeli or Ezekiel, it has to go through the mother, which means they put the mother on high anyways, which makes her the head of the house.
Well, the elites did that. They don't believe that.
There.
The real rats, they don't believe that.
Nope.
They go by father lineage. That's their whole job, to separate everybody else. That's why they hate us. Because that's why they try to make a brown race, make interracial. But the interracial been going on. You know, we've been interracial going down in Africa messing with heathens.
Yeah.
Same color, interracial. And what they try to do is create a brown race so all of them can stay looking white. So everybody can worship them as being white, hiding in caves and in the dark so they won't get burned by the sun. Yeah, those people. Go ahead, brother.
This is verse 22. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, and being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom.
Going into Esau.
This is verse 23. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And hell isn't speaking of, fire. No, that's
and I ain't got no car. I couldn't bring you back.
That's him being in torments. Him being in the like we are in the lowest state, in the bad place, in the lowest state.
Sunken place.
It says
That's what they going. They going into fucking slavery, man. That's gonna be their torment. They gonna be right in that damn hole, begging to get the fuck out.
Jerry Springer, you'll be back.
Oh yeah.
Right in
You
slavery.
helped destroy our people. You in your cheap suit, your hush puppy shoes.
Using us as entertainment purpose.
But they're the people of God. Yeah, right. Go ahead, brother.
and he cried.
And then at the end of this, every session, he has a final thought.
Yeah, right.
Take care of yourself and each other. And then the niggas keep running back doing the same damn thing. They putting the black woman didn't even have weaves. They'll put weaves on the black woman's head just to watch them rip it off, man. You know, that's crazy, man.
Jerry Springer, man. Jerry Springer was
He's a real devil, man.
man. Everybody tuned into that. And when that devil died, he was hailed as a great hero, or hailed as a great man.
He had a black woman too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hailed as a great man, Jerry Springer. But if one of our black asses looked there with a bunch of Edomites, you saw what happened with Kevin Samuel.
Yeah.
He died, and the women still talk shit on him.
Kobe Bryant too.
Yeah. Everybody talks shit on him.
I have someone on the comment board named Conspiracy Therapist 24. He says, or she, wherever it was, it says all the ancient texts are psychologically advanced, designed to close slaves. No one is chosen.
No one is chosen. Read that again. All the ancient texts as well.
It says all the ancient texts are psychologically advanced, designed to quell slaves.
Designed to what?
Designed to quell the slaves.
Yeah.
And no one is chosen.
Okay, I could agree with the beginning. Yeah, everybody's going to be a slave. There's no way you get around slavery. There will always be slaves.
Always. Right.
There will never be a time there would never be no slaves. Especially once you understand what the word slave is.
Right.
Most people don't even look up what a slave is,
Right.
but
Right.
you know, they look at modern texts. And nobody's meant to be chosen. Well, hold that picture up. See, it's really easy to defeat these false doctrines. Were these people chosen to do this? Yes or no? What do y'all say?
No. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
chosen. Definitely chosen.
They weren't chosen. They're the ones got the money. It's their face on the money.
Right.
They own the earth. They own the goods. They own the UPC codes. They own the financial institutions. They own it all. And who gave it to them? What Bible verse say that though, brother? You always go into
Job 9:24.
no. That too. First Samuel. There you go.
Oh yeah.
You know, we can bring that out if y'all
Bring it out, brother. Yeah. They said that they made LeBron. They made another LeBron, right? They made everybody. They made Jordan. They made LeBron. They made everybody.
They also
Except
saying
Jordan had better attributes. You know.
they also say, are you guys creating permaculture in Baltimore?
What is it called?
Permaculture.
I've never heard of permaculture. They got to explain that.
Teddy
You know, when you
Smoke's going
speak to
over
somebody, you got to speak to them in a term that, you know, Some of because if we speak in terms that nobody else understands, they wouldn't know what we're talking
You
about.
want to tell him? Tell him.
Yeah. The wisdom in this world is foolish with God, though.
Here's the question that I have.
Why the hell are you here?
Right. That's one question. And here's a question that I have for all the people that, have their, opinions and stuff like that. You're entitled to your opinions, that's fine. But that's kind of like, that's one of the problems with the world because there is too many damn opinions. It's way too much freedom. Ephesians 4 says there's only one, right? But that's one. Okay, but let's go with that, right? You are entitled to your opinion. Fine. So if I look on your channel, whoever you are, if I look on your channel, I want to see something educational, right? I want to see something edifying.
No different than the Wapians, the Black. Everybody got a doctrine.
Everybody's got a doctrine. I want to see, if I go on your channel, I want to see something. I want to see something edifying, right? I'm talking about according to your doctrine, because it's all gonna be bullshit anyway. But
you're gonna see someone there with a big head alien with two little green toes.
That's it. Because a lot of y'all that get on these comment boards, I look on your channel and it's a bunch of NBA shit on there, a bunch of sports stuff on there.
Yeah.
Right? Where is your knowledge? You want to reach out to us, right? We're not trying to hear you, all right? We're just gonna slaughter you with the scriptures. That's all, and with common sense too. By the way, go reach out to people that follow you. But it's an awful lot of y'all that don't.
Can somebody get Deuteronomy 28:48 real quick? This is for the edification. We don't answer fools according to their folly. Nope. But this is for edification. Is the Bible real? Let's see. Now, in this scripture, this was long before this transatlantic slave trade, and that's a fact. Let's see what it says.
This is Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So, according to that, and everybody, and I'm sure everybody's learned at least a little bit of slavery in school, right? When you put the sign, camera on this sign right here, right? What does that sound like, right? When we talk about slavery, even when we talk about present day, right? We remember years ago we was talking about inflation, price increases and stuff like that. When you read Matthew, it said wars, rumors of wars, famines, pestilences, earthquakes. What the hell do you think comes with that, right? And lo and behold, it is happening right now. But let's focus on this real quick. What that scripture just said. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's the one in there where it said another man shall lie with her.
It goes into King Cyrus and what he did. It goes into Darius. It goes into Nebuchadnezzar, right? It goes into all these Antiochus, right? Alexander. It goes into all these people. The Bible is it's a history book. It's clearly proven to be real. Is it tampered with? Everything has been. You have been. People been tampered with. Come on, man. Right? Everything's been tampered with. But that's when you have, I think the brother Pathar went into the word prophet. That's when you have men to that scripture that said wisdom to a fool is like deep water. But a man of wisdom is going to draw it out. It's a filtration system. Right? So
we go to the older Bibles and everything.
Right. We ain't just stuck on the KJV. Right? See, a lot of y'all, man, y'all picked the wrong group to go to. Y'all picked the wrong groups to go to. Great Millstone is not the group to go to with a lot of that BS, right? Because we look up words. That's one thing. That's one main thing that no other Israelite camp does is look up words and go into history. And I'm talking about on the spot. I'm talking about like on the spot, right there in your face. We will go into the Blue Letter. We will go wherever. Old Bibles. We will do whatever. Right?
You know what bothers me though? People will go into certain historical events and listen to geographic on location, and they'll believe that shit.
I feel like that's what this person's doing because they're saying some dumb stuff right now.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay, whatever.
If you look at how do we know Christopher Columbus existed?
Right.
How do you know? Were you there?
Yep.
Did you witness it?
Yep.
Did any of us witness Christopher Columbus set sail and get on a ship? I guarantee you can't tell me. No. So how do you know it to be true, written in writing? And if you do have the writings, how do you understand the writing is true? How do you know? It's by one thing. It's by belief. Everybody has a belief.
Yep.
Everybody has a faith.
Yep.
Right? Some form of belief. If you're an atheist, that's a belief. You know that's a religion. Did you know that?
Numerology, Egyptology.
And look what happened when we got away from the Bible. All the women are sluts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the whore, all the men are adulterers. You got thieves. No doubt the Bible was used wrong.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're not in those churches.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this guy's I don't know what the hell he is.
Like trying to be a therapist for people who are spiritual.
Yeah, he's talking about, do you grow your own food? Do you grow food for the people in Baltimore? Like,
No,
that,
we
that's
don't.
we give a fuck.
Fuck Baltimore. And fuck you, man. We don't do that shit.
Well, where it said that in the scripture?
Where does it say that?
You know?
Where does it say to do that? In fact,
We could prove where it said it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Get that in Deuteronomy 28.
My question would be, are you doing it? That's the question.
and can somebody
Are
also
you
do
doing
Jeremiah?
that? Everything you say, are you doing? That's the question.
Scriptures also say, what the outside said, don't worry about what you shall eat, you know, or drink.
Read that, brother.
He made food come down from the heaven. You got it.
This is Deuteronomy 28:30.
These are curses.
It says, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and other men, and another man shall lie with her."
Not that one. It says, okay, go ahead. I know it was something. Go ahead.
It says, "Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof."
There's also a verse in there that says,
That's a cut.
you shall buy your own water. It says that in there. It's because it's a curse. It's a curse. Anytime you got to go into a grocery store, and we grew our own food.
Yeah, we did.
by
Yes,
the
we
way.
did. Yep. Yes, we did.
Anytime you got to go into a grocery store, anytime you got to go to the grocery store, you know why they got them lanes in there? Hold that picture up with them devils. Because that represents cattle. This represents, when you go in them lanes and say express lane, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you see all the people standing in lanes willing to buy their food, that's called cattle. And this is what these people call us, goy cattle. Right? Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah.
Why do they got lanes in them stores? And then now you self-checkout. The self-checkouters are the smart cattle.
Yeah.
When they sell cattle, they sell them in lanes. Any auction with cattle is in lanes, representing food, goy. You're nothing but product. That's what the UPC code is about. Product, universal, what is that, the UPC?
Oh, UPC.
Universal product code, something like that, universal product code. They look at you, and that's why a lot of you guys, you're going to get chipped with that microchip.
Yeah.
That's what's coming for you.
Yep.
We said it, and it's going to happen. It's already started. Look in the news.
Even if you think you want to know sovereign citizens, because I'm getting sovereignty vibes from that too. You know, you think you one of them sovereign citizens, but guess what? You a slave, man. Right? There is no such thing as a damn sovereign citizen.
Or what's those other people that be trying to rack up on food? And,
Preppers.
Preppers, yeah, or
preppers and
preppers.
shit.
So in other words, to dumb it down for that guy, we under the curses, so we can't plant vineyards and farm and food like that, man. Because we under the curses, and it's going to get taken away anyway.
You can plant it, get in land and plant it. Sure, we can. But it's going to be GMO.
Right.
On top of that, you need a license to do all that.
Right, and you need a license.
You need a license to fish. We're not going to entertain that, brothers. Nah, it's no bad.
For edification.
Well, especially here in Baltimore, you need a license for all that stuff.
This is Jeremiah 11 and 14.
That's a good one right there, bro.
It says, "Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or a prayer for them.
Right.
But I would not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble."
Okay, so in simplest words, okay, because it seems like simple explanation is just not, not good enough. Fuck the people in the world, man.
All right, that's just pretty much what it is. Here's a better question: who is the Lord concerned with? This is just for camera edification. This ain't for whoever that is.
Well, that's all the spirit, you know.
The Lord, who is the Lord concerned with? Right? He's not really. I mean, yeah, the Israelites number one, you know, but you have a chosen, as I like saying, you have a chosen inside of a chosen, right? I believe that's Matthew. I think 20:9, if I'm thinking correctly, or is that
The righteous are scarcely make it.
Yeah.
And, many are called, if you were chosen.
Yep. What's the one in Matthew 13? That might be a different.
Basically, I give you the mysteries.
Yeah, that could work too. But
to many as given is required, the ones that have it.
That might be what
That's 13. That's like Matthew 13 and 12.
Yeah, that might be what I'm thinking of. The Lord is only concerned with a remnant, right? Somebody can get that.
Yeah.
That's what.
Isaiah 10,
It took a while to click. The Lord is only concerned with a remnant. He's not concerned with. See, like you got a lot of these other Israelite groups that says every so-called black man, woman, child, etc. or whatever. Number one, it's not only about Judites, you know what I mean? The Negroes, it's Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and he's only concerned with a certain few. If you look at the time of so-called Jesus, as everybody calls him, who is he talking to? Right? That's probably why I wanted that scripture. Who is he talking to? He wasn't talking to the rest. He was talking to a certain few. He was never here. Even when he was here on this earth, he was never here for the entire tribe of Israel.
Well, we're not really here to convince somebody to believe in the Bible.
No, this is camera edification. You know what I mean? You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. You go and get that.
And that's for you brothers and sisters that's out there watching, and you want to defend the faith some kind of way,
Yeah.
in your belief. And we're not talking about you women, and, but you might be, your mother might come. Well, the Bible say this, and when you know the truth, you get kind of a little bit proud and say, well, this is what the Bible says. Right. I can't make this stuff up. I remember when I first learned the truth, learned some scriptures.
Yeah.
I wanted to chop everybody with the scriptures.
Oh, yeah.
Hebrews 4:12,
Chop it block.
You'll try to bait them into something just so you can cut them with the scriptures.
You bring up a certain subject.
Bring up a certain subject. Well, God came for the people. He did come. But it was only for the Israelites. No, I don't believe that. Okay, let's get Romans 9. You know how it is. And when you find the truth, right, you try to wake up your whole family. And then you try to correct them in doctrine. Because Christianity just ain't doing it, Christianity just ain't doing it.
They was afraid to walk in.
Look how effeminate he is. Yeah. All them Christian men are effeminate.
He was afraid. They was like, okay.
That's fine. That's how they looked at your house shop. Go ahead, bro. Yes. But he has something first. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 10:21. It says the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. But though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness.
If anybody don't know what a remnant is, it's kind of like, if somebody could look it up too if you want. But a remnant is just pretty much a small number. Kind of like the residue, pretty much of, what you see. I think you went into a scripture kind of like that. We talked about the residue. You went into it. It's talking about the residue or a met like residue, something like that. It was talking about the small number of people.
Yeah. It just said it really.
It pretty much just said it. There was a certain word that you went into, and I cannot remember what it was.
This is a small remaining part.
Oh, a remnant.
Went into remnant. Yeah, but it was Drasticus.
Oh, that's the older Bible.
Yeah, the older Bible.
Yeah, that's the older Bible.
Drasticus, right.
That's the bottom of the that's left.
Right.
No, just take the boot.
Yeah, you bring it out.
So what you go? Remnant.
Yeah, you bring it out. It's all good.
Yeah, it says a remnant is a small remaining part of a quantity of something that is left over after the rest has been used, removed, or destroyed.
I'm thankful for scoffers, man.
Yeah, me too.
Give us something to do.
I ain't a lot, man. Me too. Yeah, like you went into kind of like remnant.
How many scoffers we have, man? We got a lot of scoffers.
Paul Kersey.
They kind of calmed down for a minute.
I know it.
They coming
did.
back.
Yeah, Paul Kersey. He was all over.
Well, you know what? I'm with you, brother, on a lot of things that people say about the Bible they don't believe. I need to know what you believe. Yeah. If that guy can answer that on the comment board.
Oh, he did.
What does he believe?
He said he's an animist.
Animus.
Yeah.
That means.
Can somebody look that up?
It
We
means
did.
That you we looked up. It means that basically you believe like rocks, animals, basically all trees and all. You believe everything. All that has a soul.
Okay. Well.
We say learn from the Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Well. In a sense, everything's spiritual.
It's living.
In a sense.
It's living. I mean, why the hell does there have to be a doctrine? You see what I'm saying? Again, this goes to
Now, not like the soul we have.
Right.
Yeah.
But this goes, see, again, this goes to way too much social media, too much TV, too many video games, whatever the fuck you
And
into, man.
too much weed.
Too much weed. Yeah, hell yeah. Way too much.
That shit start thinking, God got a mother.
What is the say no to fucking drugs, man. Say no to drugs. Look, again, why does it have to be a doctrine? Yeah, I mean, it's all living. You know what I mean?
Like we believe and understand nature.
The earth is mourning. You know? Do that mean that the earth got an actual spirit like how we do? No. But the earth is supposed to be taken care of.
I like nature.
The stewards of the earth aren't taken care of.
We like nature, right? Especially, some of us are Native American, Gadites up here. Even Judites do too. I mean, we Israelites. We love nature.
Yeah.
That's why we get pissed off when we look at this harbor over here, man. You know what I mean?
That's why we don't throw canisters out the window while we driving.
Right.
Dirtying up the neighborhoods.
Right.
The thing is how being an animist is going to save you.
Is an animus against adultery?
Right. How is an animist is going to save your soul? Do it tell you to stop eating pork? Do it tell you to stop committing adultery? Do it tell you to stop committing idolatry?
What's getting ready to happen on the earth? Does being an animist tell you what's getting ready to happen?
Right.
Get a full view in the dictionary of animus. I never heard of it. I thought it was like coming after animal or something. I didn't know. I didn't know what the hell. You're for animals or something. I don't know.
I got the definition. It says animism is the worldview that all things in the universe.
Oh, like adamant. How's it spelled?
ANIMISM.
Okay, read it again.
It says animism is the worldview that all things in the universe, including animals, plants, rocks, weather systems, and inanimate objects, possess a soul, spirit, or a sentient conscience.
Okay, you're a little lost on it. Rocks,
yeah, where that comes from is an Epicurean. That's what that is. He's an Epicurean. The Epicureans, they believe that. They believe in a higher power to some degree, but they believe everything was one with us and the soul and everything has this. Not Stoic, like Paul was dealing with them. He was dealing with the Stoics and the Epicureans. Look up Epicureans. What is an Epicurean?
Is that like when you have an inanimate object?
Yeah, it's for an animate. Right. Like animate.
So I guess the sign here has a soul, right?
If it does, it does. I don't know. It's helping us. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's all we needed to do. The trees are healthy. The rocks help. They're healthy.
Read it. See what the Epicureans were. Go ahead.
This is why the scripture says be admonished not reading so many books.
It says Epicurean refers to a devoted interest in refined, sensuous enjoyment, particularly when it comes to fine food, wine, and indulgent experiences.
People, they have a whole lot more on that about how do they feel about life and stuff like that. I read up on that, the Epicureans. Remember, Paul was dealing with that. He was dealing with Stoics, Epicureans, Judaizers, God-fearers.
Dealing with all that.
Actually, I
haven't
haven't
really looked it up.
how's it spelled?
Because I have a way of looking at it. Stop it. Get some help.
I said yesterday.
That was Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know, but it really boiled down to how people are lost, though.
They're looking for an answer. Looking for an answer. You know, if you're willing to learn them, you know, no doubt, man. We got you.
We had some wild people come up and they start believing it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You know, you wanna learn. You know, no doubt, right?
But then, you know, the throwing the insults, that's not necessary. And even if you don't believe that, I'm not gonna go on a homosexual page and say, well, you know, you're supposed to be straight now. Yeah. I'm not even going on that damn page. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it all wrong.
You on that page and be questioning.
Yeah.
What you do on that page, man?
You're doing it all wrong.
Go teach your people, man. Go teach.
No Christians do that. They go to the homosexual
They
parade.
do, yep. They dance up there and stand there, and they get like yogurt thrown at them and stuff.
And say, look, I'm doing it in the name of Jesus.
What the hell you doing standing down there? You ain't no business being down there.
You got a question, is it the white yogurt on your face?
I was about to say, get a damn dildo thrown at you and shit.
That's one of the reasons why those Christians be trying to pop up across the street. So they see us out here teaching, and they don't want people to believe in what we teaching, man.
The dildo hit you in the head.
That was Alizar through that shit.
Where you get that from?
It disappeared. It disappeared. You think you threw it?
Oh man!
You see him on the side with that hillbilly look on the dildo. So the brothers won't catch me with it.
They probably do it too. If he used to play baseball, he'll do the whole pitch.
Yeah.
Curveball, yeah.
Yo,
Be a fucking highly expensive too, man.
Well, I hope not. That's a freak shit. It's a shame y'all brothers think like that. Anyway, whenever I hear the thing that dildo thing, I think of that man, that chief priest, man. A fake chief priest. He's the chief priest of the doors.
Yeah, the doors.
The medallion.
Chief dome.
Chief dome. He got chief dome, brother.
Yeah,
Oh man, that don't even sound good when you think about it. Damn. You know, I didn't even make that connection to the why would you call yourself Chief Dome after all that shit that happened, man? Come on, man.
oh
See,
man.
remember how I tell y'all your name could be a snare to you? Be careful, man. Your name,
Be very vigilant.
you gotta be very vigilant and diligent.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
I didn't even think about the whole time I'm looking at the channel. Chief Dome.
That's crazy.
What is a dome?
The dome piece.
Oh.
God damn.
Oh man, he done cursed himself.
Dome.
Shit.
So I couldn't find the one that you mentioned, but I found a little bit more.
Go ahead.
They actually talk about how they viewed the afterlife, how they said your soul ceased to exist.
Okay. That was really what this guy is a philosopher. Look up what did the ancient philosophers believe? Look at that.
Yep.
Now that goes into the scriptures when it said what was that? When it said don't go into your genealogy. Stuff like that. They were philosophers, and they was going into the fact that they were reincarnated from animals, like certain birds and things like that. That wasn't talking about us trying to find out our forefathers or butterflies.
Right.
Those are your philosophers.
Yeah, because he was saying this is a life.
Yeah. Yahushua was even bringing up reincarnation. So it had nothing to do with us. Hey, our great grandfather was an Israelite. They wasn't talking about that. These phony ass Christians don't look up anything.
And why would you have a problem? You know what I mean? Calling it endless genealogy. Why would you have a problem with trying to learn who you are? That's not wrong with. There shouldn't be nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's why I said fables in this genealogy.
Right.
Because a genealogy is not a fable.
Right. Exactly.
Any endless genealogy is talking about going and believing in all kinds of. What the hell is going on, man?
What you say,
No.
Oh my God. There's meatless tacos. Anyway, go ahead, brother.
Pancakes because she working out.
Oh, she working out.
She working out.
See,
Put a spot on your
you
plate.
should not be working at IHOP. Go ahead, brother. Now, really, to be honest, we all kind of sick, man. We all got weight problems and sick.
Yeah, we all sick. Yeah.
Right. You know, this food, this is why we out here preaching. We're not eating real food. This is why we all sick. Go ahead, brother.
So, ancient philosophers believed in a list of things, such as Platonism, Aristotelianism, Stoicism, Epicureanism,
Right, see?
skepticism.
Yep.
It's a list of them.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch. And so when you got people who believe in the rocks and the domes and all that shit, they're really like philosophers. That's all Alazar and what's his name? Assad and Priest. What's his name? Hakar and Assad. They're all former philosophers, man. That's why you know they're in every doctrine. That's why Ephesians 4 says, be not tossed to and fro in every wind of doctrine. A philosopher is like the 5%ers. Elder Bashar was telling me about that. Of how I knew about it, but I didn't have no full understanding of the percenters, 5%ers. The one that Rashard daycare. He was
yeah.
He was a 5%er. So the 5%ers believe a little bit of being a Hebrew, a little bit of Muslim, a little Stoic, a little Epicurean. Of course, everybody believes in the multiple wives. They're gonna keep that one, except IUIC.
Yep.
Even Nate probably don't believe he's only supposed to have one wife. But that's how he could control what's going on in the school.
All right, brother, it's just time.
Yeah. Thank you for that. And, you know, I did a video where in the school, one of the women was sleeping with one of the other men. They was committing adultery. She belonged to somebody else. And then Nate put the picture of the medallion in the top screen of the corner.
They highlighted this shit yellow too, man.
No wonder Alazar liked it hooking up with the IUIC.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This is James 1 and 8. This is a double-minded man is
Oh,
unstable
there you
in
go.
all his ways. So the 5%ers, they triple.
He said,
He locked up now. He was real happy. Malachi, yeah. They followed him.
oh, that Malachi York? Yeah, the Wapianism and all that shit. He looked like a flame too, man. He was molesting the boys or something.
Oh, yeah.
It goes to show you that power and influence is in the charismaticism. When you're charismatic, you can get everybody to follow you. When you look at the history, Barack Obama ain't do shit, but everybody liked him because he was black and charismatic.
Right.
He did open it up for the healthcare system, which Trump and them came back and tore it back down. Too much freedom isn't good.
He did open the flames doors.
He did. He damn sure did. Yeah, like walking Rubik's Cube and shit. Rubik's Cube. Jumping up a plug in. Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Trying to build like what?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This is real quick. I asked Chat, who were the Epicureans and what they were with them? It says the Epicureans were followers of the Greek philosopher Epicurus,
Yeah, that's true.
who founded a school of philosophy in Athens around 306 BC.
There you go, brother. That's what I was reading.
Their philosophy, called Epicureanism, focused on achieving a good life, tranquility, wisdom, and freedom from unnecessary fear and pain.
Yep. That's who the Epicureans were.
Oh, when you read further to it, it talks about what was it? Actually, I had it, but it was talking about not fearing the gods.
Right. They didn't believe in like one God.
They believed in multiple.
in it, but they believed we were more in tune with God on the level of Him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like the free thinkers.
Yep.
What he just said, animism or whatever. Animism.
Yep.
The atheism and what they call it got different forms of atheism too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they got a Stoic, something like that. I can't remember.
You think it's Darwinism?
No, they got something called apostle, not apostle. Something Stoic atheism.
That's the one I just read. That's the second one.
What is it?
Aristotelicism?
Uh,
Aristotle?
no, not that one. For atheism, look up the different atheism. Atheists, different atheists. Agnostic.
Agnostic, okay.
Agnostic.
Gotcha.
They believe that
Salaki about that.
there's a God, but you can't can't really tell about that God and stuff like that.
And they kind of believe that we're all one with the earth, the universe, and the plastic signs and the rocks. And we all kind of one with certain stuff. Like we should be able to stand on the earth and soak up the nutrients in our under our skin.
Yeah.
That's how you heal from the earth, right? But now they put this gap between us and the earth. They call it a soul on the bottom of our shoe. Tell me that ain't effed up. It's the sole of your shoe.
I mean, yeah, because that kind of makes sense. Because when the elect get that spiritual power, they will be able to control the elements.
Yeah,
you know, like plastic and rock.
It's not likely we'd be in the spirit realm or get that spiritual power and have some Nike Airs on.
Right.
We're gonna be fully involved in the with the universe.
This guy. Oh, sorry.
They put pesticides too. Then they cause insects. So what the hell is alive and what's not? So then they'll get on and start biting.
Right.
Try.
Yeah, I'm saying that this dude, he did a camera. He was walking. He did something with the camera, but it showed that it was like an actual halo over everybody here. And he actually saw it through the lens.
Everybody got an angel.
That makes sense.
Energies that you can't see that's connected to it.
So with a lot of these doctrines, as we notice, a lot of these doctrines, because when you come into the truth, you'll notice that a lot of almost everything, like all these doctrines, are in this. But what people do is they take one specific thing. Because what is the original? Is what vocab calls it, Hebrewism, right? So what a lot of these, like, what's the Epicureans and all the other ones, they took one part of the truth and took it somewhere else. They just kept breaking it like a 5%. They kept breaking it apart, and they just went way left field with that one thing. But if you notice, like all this stuff he talked about the trees and the rocks and stuff like that, honestly, you don't even know what we are. If you listen long enough, you would know that we go into that type of stuff, right?
You had the Essenoid.
Yeah, the Essenoid, what are the other two?
Sakari.
Yep. And the other main two that we talked about. The Pharisees and the Sadducees. Again, they all like branch offs from the truth.
Yeah.
Right? It just go way in one direction with that one thing, and it just goes off.
Right.
But the truth has a little bit of all of that in it. Right?
That's what Paul had to kind of adapt to the different philosophy. I think that's why he said, I made myself all things for all men, so that he can win those people over to the faith.
Yeah, but you gonna always have split doctrines.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, you had the Holy Roman Empire. You had the what they call it, the Reformationists. You even had One West, where we come out of, and there's many doctrines. You got New Age Christianity.
Yeah.
Even in Ammonism, I don't even think that's relevant to have a split doctrine. But I mean, you're gonna have different beliefs. That is called philosophies. Where somebody's an atheist, but they'll believe in Ammonism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it ain't nothing but another philosophy.
That makes sense. You got different types of Muslims, you got different types of Christians, you got different types of
Israelites.
Israelites, you got different types of atheists, and you wouldn't think about atheists. Like you just think it was a simple,
Yeah, the problem is the way we would taught the Bible was all wrong.
Right.
They taught it in a manner of oppressiveness.
Right.
Right? That's why they gave somebody pull out that slave Bible. Yeah. And also there's somewhere the system order. Yeah, it's the bag with all the it should be there. Is that it right there? No, you good, man? No, that's what it can. That's what it can. That's good. That's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one. 137. No. That first one. Oh, yeah, that was the wrong one. You gotta go up so and get out. All right, let's pull out the slave Bible. Yeah, so that's where you get the and you know, for all the people that say that you know the Bible is a white man's book or whatever. I mean, what is this? Right? I mean, it was a white man's book, but what the hell is this? Even in the KJV, there's some stuff taken out because you have the Apocrypha, right? Which was again also tampered with, right? So when you go into this Bible, you know, a white man would not have to take anything out if he created it, right? That's common sense. If I wanted to create a Bible to destroy people, I'd have just created it.
Right.
I wouldn't have took something out and made another book out of it. Right.
Oh, they did. That shows that they tried so many times. Mormons.
Yep.
The Mormon Bible shit.
Yeah. Yep. Now, you know, we got time, so I'm just gonna read this first page right here just to show you the comparison of the standard Bible that we have today versus this right here. So in Genesis, in the standard Bible is 50 books. In this Bible, the slave Bible, is 14 chapters, right? Exodus has 40 originally in the standard Bible. And in this book, it has 2 chapters, right? Leviticus 27 in the regular Bible. It's not even in this book, right? It's Numbers, not in this book. Deuteronomy 34 usually has 34 chapters. And this one, 8 chapters, right? Joshua, not in this one. Judges, not in this one. Ruth, not in this one. First Samuel has 31 chapters in the regular Bible. This Bible, 2 chapters. Second Samuel, not here. First Kings, 22 books usually. In this one, five chapters, right? Second Kings, 25 in the regular Bible. And this one is 2 chapters. First Chronicles, 29. Slave Bible, 1 chapter. Second Chronicles, 36 usually. Not in this one. Ezra, not in this one. Nehemiah, not here. Esther, not in this one. Job, from 42 chapters to 6 in this one, right? So you tell me if the Bible is a white man's book. Why would they have to do this?
If I may say, you know how we can go on like Blue Letter and find the NIV, ESV. Why you can't find that? Right? Where's the Negro Bible at? You know, from out of that list of Bibles that you find.
And actually, it's even before King James. The King James Bible really don't matter all that much. They made sure they took out Obadiah. They said, "Fuck that." Oh, no, Obadiah ain't in there. They said, "The hell with that."
Y'all not smart for that.
They not doing that shit. Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation 22 and 19.
Let's go.
And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out the holy city.
So the so-called white man is taken out of the book anyway. He's not even never been in the book. Right. Yeah. Go ahead, brother. That's why he made this. So if I can't be a part of it, nobody can. Right. All right, Moabite concubines. What do we see here? It's a little Moabites. Moabite comps.
Studying these people. And there's a chapter in there where there's no big enemies. God saying that they know that they come from Esau. Esau, so they know.
Well, that name tell you, they're Rothschild.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, if I may say, you wanna know what the white man's book? This is the white man's book.
That's the white man's book.
That's
This specifically is the slave Bible.
He handcrafted, he took whatever he wanted out of that book, made the slave Bible. So you gonna tell what the white man's book that is in?
And that's the white man's revised version of the book. I can't even give him that book. What happened with this? Yeah, they removed it. You had right around the time of the Bible societies, they called it the Bible Destruction Group in the 1800s, we was heavily into Christianity. And they said, what's that one that say they shall be like stubble, drop of a bucket?
Oh, Isaiah.
Second.
Oh, that's
6 and 54. 6 and 54. You know, they didn't want that in there. So, but the King James Bible put it back in there.
Right.
So it was there for the Roman Catholics. But what happened with us during slavery, through democracy, if you want to call it, call it that, they gave us a watered down Bible. When you really read the Bibles we have, it's watered down. If it doesn't have the Apocrypha in it, it's watered down. But it is stupid. Like that shoulder pad.
People are even get into it. Also, the Trinity doctrine that they got is they read certain scriptures out of here, which the original transcripts didn't even say.
You talk about not Erasmus. It might have been Erasmus. Erasmus is the one that. So he actually. The problem with Martin Luther and all them during the 1500s, they were Germans. They didn't understand Latin, so they went to school to learn Latin. So really, they say Martin Luther took the Apocrypha out. He really didn't. When you do further research, he didn't really understand it, but he put it in there because he considered it canon. It wasn't until the Bible Destruction Group came and gave us the slave Bible. By the time they gave it back, what they did is the men that slept, the white slave owners that slept with the black woman, they had sons. Those sons was raised up in a doctrine, and they used this Bible to re-educate us and break us down from being the children of Israel, as Psalm 83 say. They homos, man. It's a fruitcake, a good fruitcake.
It is prop, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Strawberry octopus.
by the time they gave us the Bible back, we were already broken. And then what they decided to do was give us they decided to give us benefits if we would convert to Christianity. That's where the term "Are you saved?" come from. It had nothing to do with the Bible. I mean, it did, but not with the Lord. It was saved because of your slave master. You know what I'm saying? That's where that come from. Are you saved? It had everything. Are you saved in the Lord had nothing to do with Yahushua.
Right. You mean their Lord.
Their Lord.
Yeah, you're saved under their Lord.
Right.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, Ephesians 4. There's Ephesians 4:4. And it says, "There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called, and one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all."
Right. And what that just got rid of was opinions and options. When you have endless opinions, even though people say that what we are doing up here is an opinion, that's what they say. When you have endless opinions about something, the conversation never stops. You have all these opinions about parenting, right? You have all these opinions about what a real man is. You have all these opinions about what a real woman is. You have all these opinions about what nature is, right? You have all these opinions about what's the true doctrine. It's too many options. It's too many opinions, and the Lord is getting ready to get rid of that stuff, man. Right? What the brother just now read in Ephesians is what the Lord is getting ready to bring. And even in the midst of all this stuff, it still technically is that way, because all of this that's going on right now, all these different doctrines, well, guess who made them? The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua did. Yeah. All these Juneteenth parades and all these. Oh, I think Father's Day coming up. Yep. Right. Tomorrow, I think so. Mother's Day, and all that. The Lord is the one that created all this. So, really, even in this, it is still all under one accord.
What's the real Father's Day? Who knows?
Yeah, that's the day of the Lord. Yeah. And I said in a video not too long ago that Father's Day. Turn cut of 3,000. I said in the video not too long ago that Father's Day is every day, pretty much. That's a turd breaker. That's crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got the circuit breaker, then you got the turd breaker.
But some men love that shit.
Yeah, that's why.
I guess he's better than a homo.
I'm about to say, I guess, especially a Pride Month, look, man,
It's better. It's better than
Yeah, that's true.
better than
That's
a man. Yeah, brother, you right.
He like he better get swallowed up in that.
But you know what you do, brother?
Swallow?
You
I think
put one of
swallow's
them waist
underrated.
things around and tie it up.
It's better.
Artificial. And when you finish, just take it off and the shit fall back out.
Damn, do a set up and dog.
It just pops out.
Dog off the bed.
But you can see, let me say this, the truth though, so-called black women still have better shapes in their obesity.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
something.
that's
White
true.
woman,
I'm gonna tell you
man,
something.
can forget
Oh,
about
that
it.
If that woman right there was an Edomite
Oh my
and that
gosh.
same size,
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Ass be flat.
she ain't got. You know what was crazy with an Edomite? With an Edomite, they ain't gotta be. It's like they ain't gotta weigh as much as her. When it comes to an Edomite, man, oh my
They
god.
still be fat.
A big pile of
Even with
lard.
the men, they don't hold their shapes well.
Lard is
No.
Some Jake don't, but for the majority of the Edomites,
Oh man, the way they age.
Mm.
like
The way they gain weight.
you can take a 300-pound overweight fat woman and a 240-pound overweight white woman, and the black woman gonna still look better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is.
Yeah,
Although
that's
their
true.
attitudes suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the black woman, so-called black woman, got curves.
It's just
Like, I mean,
yeah.
you look at the Hispanic, little Mexicans, man, they ain't looking good when they gain weight too. Though,
Tell you,
Yeah.
I tried out. People, but god damn.
I mean,
Yeah.
what you call the you call them the one up the street
Refrigerator. Yeah.
Refrigerator.
Yeah, she had a. It looked like she had a strap-on refrigerator.
Because she was walking down the hill and she was walking like this,
Like she was carrying a fridge.
like that was under her shirt right there. Like that was under her shirt.
Yeah, like
Right.
that's it. That big ass truck. They're like, you got any bottles of milk in that refrigerator?
Yeah.
She got milk.
Yeah, when that curse come up. Well, he said in Isaiah 3, instead of a stomach or a rent. Now, women was meant to be beautiful, right? You can have men a little bit overweight, they ain't no big deal, but a woman, even those that they carry it in their ass, they're accepted. Right. Because Jake like them. You know, a woman can have a gut down to her knees and Jake don't care. As long as their ass is big.
Yeah.
And rounded.
She walking her knees, keep kicking the stomach and shit. And Jake don't even care about that shit.
Hey, that's all right. She's plus size. Don't worry about it. She's plus size.
Grab it, lift it up, take a toilet brush and scrub under it and shit.
Man, you keep talking.
There we go. That's what
You
we're talking about.
speaking it is there.
Yeah. That is a Frigidaire.
Frigidaire. Frigidaire. God damn. That sounds like a whole brand. That's a whole new brand. God damn. You gotta market that one.
Go ahead, brother. Go to UNP. Go to like 14 or something. Who is it?
This is Ephesians 4:14. It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried away with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Yahweh.
Now, can I say this? So-called black people are stupid. I rode down at the Emerson Avenue. They got all these voter signs up.
Yep.
Vote for Kwasi Mfume. Vote for this. When is voting help? And like this brother says, if you voted and it didn't work, then that's your fault. They all set up under a white regime. You're never going to get away from that, man.
Right. When y'all gonna just think for a second, right? That you're voting for the same system of with that whole Epstein shit. Y'all voting for the same system. When y'all gonna learn, man? Y'all, you're in a lose-lose situation. Things have gotten worse. Look at the economy now, and y'all still vote.
Hillary Clinton won the majority election with Barack Obama.
I was going to say they stormed down behind that big truck. They stormed down the city hall, and they all in front of the so-called white man just sitting there smirking, looking at him. And that's that going down to Egypt for help. Them going down there.
But it's also going to start stirring up rousing up
Yep.
Jake.
It's rousing
Jake
up
gonna just
Jake.
start getting tired of
Yeah,
Esau
who's
shit,
done,
man.
Yeah. That's what
Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tired of Esau shit, man. Go ahead, brother. 3 or 4. Yep, go ahead. How you doing, bro?
what's up, brother?
Hey, you
Yeah,
here?
yeah, that's Asher.
Asher, that's his name,
yeah.
right? Asher?
No, that's not his name.
Oh.
That's
Asher, okay.
Yeah.
Little
I know Asher.
Maniano walking up. Who's the name? Paula Malu. Troy Polamalu, yeah, I thought that was him. Brother Pittsburgh, yeah. Go ahead.
It's Romans 3 and 4. It says, God forbid.
Come on up to the congregation, my brother.
I'm good right
You go right here, okay. All right.
It says, let God be true, but every man a lie. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcoming when thou art judged.
Yeah, if I may add to that, you got different Israelite groups. Like it was one Israelite group that just went over to Israel. You know, and you got some Israelite groups that say leave Babylon. You know, but you know with that scripture, you know we gotta watch these other people, because a lot of these people they just come up with stuff out of that that they don't back it up with scripture. Or they don't actually break it down. We don't go to all of us just because the reason why I was bringing it up, because he was talking about why don't you grow food for your people.
Oh, he's about the guy on
Yeah, it's for edification. Some groups may want to grow food and stuff like that. But we still under the curses.
Well, why don't you grow food? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whoever said that, grow your food then. Show the people what to do.
And that's what we were saying earlier. Don't come up to a bunch of. If I see a group, you know what I mean, and I know what they believe, and I know I'm not going to agree with it, I'm not going to go walk to that group and try to change their mind, because knowing that they're more than likely not going to hear me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knowledge, and and go with people with like a like mindset and more understanding what I believe. Because what you're going to do is you're going to, make your blood pressure all high and stuff like that. Yeah. What's the point, man? Go and do your thing. Again, that's why I said earlier, a lot of people that get on the comment board and do all that stuff and all these philosophies and stuff like that. You go on their channel and it's just like you see nothing. It's NBA this and and you do what you want to. You do whatever. But shouldn't there be something? You should be going to teach people with your mindset, right? That's what I would think, I guess. I mean, if you're not a teacher, then just don't even bother.
So we're one of them groups that we don't force people to believe in.
Exactly.
We just put the message out there. If you believe
Yep, that's it.
We're not trying to say,
Right.
you must believe in what we say.
Yeah. We're
not doing that.
When Elder Manat when he was doing his walk or whatever, it just so happened that IUIC was there.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Right? And they was all over the place. And every time he would walk by, they would like forcefully hand out flyers. So you know you are. Hey. It's like they just keep handing out flyers. Every single group that he walked across, they was forcefully trying to hand out. Yeah, they was like they would have speakers and they was all over the beach too. I mean, it was like almost like a damn near like a takeover. And they just kept every time he walked by this group, same thing, hand out flyers, force, like damn near forcing, right? We don't have to do all that. See, we make things simple. You got it.
This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Right. So what that was, again, just breaking it down, and I don't think I have to, but just breaking it down. All I was saying was, if we don't do our job, as we would call ourselves watchmen, or the Lord, we really don't even call ourselves that. I mean, the Lord called us out here to do this, right? So, as a watchman, it would only make sense to watch out for people. You look out for
news. That's why we do videos daily. We ain't just Saturday Israelites come out here on Saturday and that's it. No, we all week do 24/7, right? Like it could be 3 a.m. and you'll see a video from Great Mills gonna pop up because we're just like that, especially if it fits somebody's schedule because I was gotta work early, But it's like you just now said, it's an urgent, it's a serious thing. So right. So that's why we look out for the latest news events. It's always good to know what's going on around the world. It's always good to know what's going on around you, right? You don't want to walk around blind, you know what I mean? It's always good to know that. If somebody doesn't know, that's we're warning the people, right?
We're giving you a biblical perspective.
Right. But if we so I give it, if we don't, that's what that was saying. If we don't do that, then whoever falls we will be responsible for that because we knew and we had the light under light under the bed, right?
That is Ezekiel 3:17.
Right. So if you know, put it out. Right, you got it.
This is Ezekiel 3:19. Yet if thou warn the wicked,
So if we do warn the wicked, which we doing our very best to do, go ahead.
and he turn not from his wickedness,
Yep.
nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
So that's not going to be on us at that point. If you don't, and that's what the elder was going into earlier. We're not going to force you. We're just putting it out there. Whether you decide to wake up or not, that's between you and the Lord, right? You got these other Israelite groups that say we're out here to wake up a nation. How high and mighty do you think you are? You can bring. How many of your grandmothers have awakened up, man? Have awakened pretty much, right? How many of your family members in general have awakened?
Yeah, they go into that scripture, "O nation, wake up, O nation, thy desire." That's talking about the elect,
Right. We're not waking up anybody. We are putting the message out there. It's the Lord that does the waking up, man.
Right.
That's it.
Our hands washed once we tell them and
Right.
warn them. Our hands is clean. It's off our hands now.
Yep.
At that point, it's on you.
It's on you. You got it.
In 2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahushua.
It's simple.
Yeah.
So you be corrupted in the simple nature of understanding this truth. It's not hard to understand. Now what is hard is you gotta study, and then it'll be given unto you. I can't give it to you. The Lord can give it to you, but through me or one of us, we can feed it to you, and then
How will give the increase?
He'll give the increase, and then you'll have more understanding of what's going on, or why we're in this condition, why we're the lowest as minorities on the bottom. At first, you have to go back to your history of they did the same thing to y'all as they did to us. You ever heard of the Tuskegee experiment, where they gave?
I remember you talking about that.
I think I did say that last time.
Yep,
And they did it with y'all people first. Before us, they talked about the blacks, so-called blacks, but that happened to y'all first. Then they injected the women with syphilis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody that took that jab, that vaccine,
Oh yeah.
there's stuff in that stuff, man. So when you go back to the history, that's why we know you in correlation. The Asherites, the Native Americans, you have a lot of link with us. We went through the same thing, slavery. Now we called it the hardest, one of the hardest in the transatlantic slave trade, but they took y'all on the boats too. They wanted to know the language. They took Geronimo or something like that.
Yeah, one of the who spoke the Hebrew.
Yeah, Squanto.
Yeah.
They took Squanto.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took, what'd you say?
As a slave.
As a slave.
yeah.
But they needed him to be an interpreter.
Yeah. For Hebrews, for the Hebrew Israelites.
And what we're saying is the one you call God allowed that. How are we the greatest people on the planet?
In fact, when you look at what just passed yesterday, Juneteenth, you look at Juneteenth and you look at Thanksgiving, or what we call Thanksgiving sometimes, because I'm sure you probably know the history of Thanksgiving. A lot of natives in America actually know about the slaughter that happened to the natives. But when you look at Juneteenth, they're both of them pretty much represent the conquering of the Israelites, right? Just two different tribes, that's all, right?
No, it's fine. Yeah. we were oppressed together.
Yep.
The children of Judah and the children of Israel was oppressed together. That's how the scripture. Yeah. He's gonna get it for you real quick. Well, guess what's happening in these last days? Somebody hit Hosea 1 and 10. The scriptures all put it together. And it's going to be men like you, men, women, and children that's going to come back and understand who your enemy is.
Yeah.
Do you know the problem with an enemy? If he's on top, he will tell you to have love and peace.
Yeah.
And love everybody. What's that in Daniels?
Yeah.
Through his policy, peace. Get that real quick, too. See, that peace talk is garbage. Did you know in Israel, what they did, they set up a peace treaty, a ceasefire, back in the 1950s. And when they set up the ceasefire, these suspected Philistines said, okay, maybe we'll have peace. They should have never did that. Because then what happened, they rolled in tanks, right? The NATO helped them roll in tanks to further destroy them so they could steal that land.
Same thing with what's going on.
Yeah,
right
I was just
now.
about to
Same
say,
thing.
they're doing the same
They
thing.
call it ceasefire, but they still
Yup.
bomb the Palestinians.
That's what I'm talking about. Yup. Nothing changes with this devil, man.
With the peace treaty they had with the Native Americans, they broke every peace treaty with the Native Americans back in 1800s, all the way up to the 1900s. Damn, now
They were coming.
Still.
yeah, still to this day.
They get the pipeline, most recent, they get the pipeline. They build a pipeline through that land.
Oh yeah.
When are we going to stop trusting this devil? Numbers 35, 32.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah, pay for it.
Stop trying. Get that never trust our enemies. It's about 12 and 10.
Our people trust this man way too much for safety and everything.
That's the damn voting.
I gotta get on my way, but I believe.
All right, man.
yeah,
All right.
of course.
Louis, will we see you again, brother? All right.
That's the damn voting system, man. You know?
What you saying?
That's it. You gotta know scriptures.
Oh, well, this is what we do every day. You know what I'm saying? I do those kind of videos.
Yeah.
You know. I know the walk is ready, but, you know, he's, you know, the big ones come by. But anyway.
You want that Daniel 8?
Yeah, read that.
This is Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Yeah, those treaties. Hit that number 35, 31.
This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood.
No,
that
go
is
up to 31.
31. This is Numbers 35 and 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death,
Them Edomites are guilty of death.
but he shall be surely put to death.
Yep, that's a promise. The Lord is 2 Peter 3 said the Lord is not slack concerning this promise. Right? At the end of I think at the end of one of those scriptures in Revelation 18, it says, "Thus saith the Lord," right? As it always says, that's a declaration, man. The Lord's not slack concerning His promise. So Esau's fate is death. Esau's fate is captivity, then death, right? You got it.
This is Numbers 35 and 32. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land.
Can I say this real quick? This is why Christianity don't read these scriptures. They don't think it's relevant to the day. Why is it there? Because Paul said in Romans 15 and 4, everything are written for our learning today. So if all the wars and all the hypocrisy and all the deception is done away because Jesus came, then why would we have to read that then?
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Numbers 35 and 32. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he shall come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood is defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord dwell among the children of Israel.
Damn. Whoa. Damn.
Uh-oh. I said the Lord.
I got another one. I got another one to back you up, brother.
No, you go ahead.
Fire
Fire
with
up.
Ezekiel 35 and 6.
What do you say? Rapid fire. Go ahead, brother.
Therefore, as I live,
Yup.
saith the Lord God,
Right.
I will prepare you unto blood, and blood shall pursue you.
Damn.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue you.
You know that? You know these two scriptures remind me of one certain movie. It reminds me of one certain movie that broke that down. You probably know what I'm talking about. You probably know what I'm talking about.
God of Israel
requires blood, right? The Mist.
The Mist, yeah.
That woman broke that down. They gave her that script for a reason because these devils know, man. These devils know that, man. I gotta play something. Rapid fire, let's go.
Genesis 9. Here we go. It says, whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of Yahweh may he made.
Whatever you devils claim to want to give 40 acres and a mule. Man, nah, man. The only way anything's gonna be purified is by your blood being spilled, man. That's it.
What we gonna do with 40 acres and a mule now?
What the fuck? The earth messed up. Look, man. Jake don't even know how to take care of a 1-bedroom house, man. What the hell you think we gonna do with that? Come on, man.
Jake can't take care of his own dog, let alone a mule.
Come on, man. Right?
No, man. Can't even take care of it. You know, the car is considered livestock according to law.
You see the way Jake treat their cars? You see the way people drive, right? On the side of the road, flipped over and shit. Jake can't even take care of it.
Yeah, saying Jake flipped over on the side.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. You know? No, man. We don't want, we see, that's why, again, like we keep saying, Jake is going to get fed up, man, right? The only way redemption is going to happen is you devils going in captivity.
That's it. There's no reparations,
right? The Lord always said, no, but in the movie, he said the God of the Israelites requires blood, man.
Right? Yeah, blood is life. You know?
See, only the society is allowed to blow somebody up and think that they harm national security. Well, that's what's about to happen.
Yeah.
That's what's about to happen.
Biden said,
Jake don't even realize it.
Yeah, Biden, that's what the decrepit devil.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He said,
I thought he was in a museum out there. They don't even see the play that's about to come. You know, because these devils about to do some major psychological operations, man.
He said we will not rest until we have justice from the bomb. I think we killed some troops or whatever.
Damn Biden at the damn this thing go thing they had on bomb. Everybody walking off stage, he's standing around looking booted.
Yeah. And now you got Trump. He see all that shit he was talking about Biden. He got falling asleep. Y'all, but he ain't both just old ass devils, man.
Yeah, he probably took a couple of young girls, and now they all tired.
Yep. I think they caught Trump tripping too. I think tripping up.
Yeah, he was tripping.
You know what I mean? That's just like
that's the foundation of America.
Yeah, this like you said earlier. When is our people? No, they fighting over there. When is our people? Look, when is our people, the Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans, you know, is going to learn? When our people is going to learn that you cannot put your trust in this devil? You got to know your enemy. And first, you got to know who you chose. Those Christians fighting. Is that a Christian? You say Christians fighting? That's crazy.
Man, you can't
make sense.
It's more common.
You can't even go through the aquarium without seeing Jake wilding out.
Oh,
The Christians,
some
Jake.
adultery on the bus. Probably Jake caught his wife blowing some other Jake off.
Probably the bus driver.
In the bathroom. Like, wait a minute, the both seats are empty. What's going on?
Oh, Jake.
That's what I'm saying, over Jake.
Oh, damn.
How much you want to bet it's over, man?
Hey, older like it is. It's older.
That's probably a 50-year-old woman.
Yeah, man, you look like an older. Damn, man.
I mean, that's a big one. Ambulance coming next, brother. Ambulance coming next.
Why? Because they tipped over the cow?
Yeah, because they can't breathe.
Oh, damn.
Hey, who the hell let that girl loose? Who the hell let that You hate they over there, they over here, they walking. Like, who the hell let them loose, man?
The herd.
A siren coming.
Give Romans 9:27 real quick.
They unleashed the herd.
Remember that somebody sent out a graduation fight. Oh wait,
yeah.
They always fight at graduation.
Yeah.
And this is your next step to the new life. And you graduate and already fight. That ain't good.
This is Romans 9 and 26. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be called the children of the living God.
Yeah. Keep going.
Isaiah is also prior concerning Israel.
Yeah, that was the book of Isaiah, the 10th chapter. Go ahead.
Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea,
That goes to Hosea 1. Go ahead.
a remnant shall be saved.
Right. That's what we see in Isaiah 10 and 20. That's what he was bringing out. So a lot of stuff that was quoted in the Old Testament, like a lot of the Old New Testament quotes, like when Yahushua said, he shall cleave and go to his wife or something like that, leave his family. That was going back into the Old Testament. That had nothing to do with that he wouldn't have more than one wife. Guess what? All your women are your flesh. Now you talk about, but the first woman was the main one. When it says, what did Yahushua said? It got confusing. When it said you should not lust after another woman again. But you got to go to the Lord. It was talking about another man's wife. The Lord. Yeah, but them devils left that in there through universalism to say, you know what? You can't sleep with different women. You can't even look at other women.
I guarantee that's in here too. I
You know it's in there.
guarantee that's in this slave Bible. Look, man, let us tell you this real quick. The Lord didn't make no mistakes when He made the human body. All right, lust is something that's natural. And a lot of people that claim that okay, you ain't supposed to lust after no woman. A lot of y'all got children. Tell me how you got that child? You got it through lust. The Lord didn't make no mistakes, right? When He made the human body, right? But y'all still adulteresses and adulteries.
And he ain't made no mistake for Captain Zodiac not to be able to answer certain questions about the God invent the homo thing. He ain't made no mistake for you to like that shit either. Because he meant for you to be that way.
Right.
But according to what you're saying, it's true. The Lord ain't make no mistake for you to be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, he ain't make no mistake on when a woman can get pregnant. You know? That's
So they say she must be 18 when she's able to have sex. Unless she's 14 and the boy is 15. Does that make any sense? She wasn't. So the animal, a cat at 9 months is going in heat. Nope, it's too early. Get the hell out of here. You can't change nature. Some women will get hot at 12, 13, 14, 15. You can't change that. But wait a minute. She knew what she was doing when she was 14 and slept with a 50-year-old young man. But when she was 14 and slept with a 19-year-old young man, nope, she didn't know what she was doing all of a sudden.
He took advantage of her.
He took advantage of it. But you notice it's only taken advantage of when it means degrading us. Yeah. Other than that, they're just as equal as us.
Right.
Except when it comes to sports
prime
or
example.
doing certain jobs.
What's that? What's that?
Elvis.
Yeah, President. He slept. He had a whole wife, 14-year-old, 13-year-old for a whole wife or something like that.
Yeah, but prior to 1930, the age wasn't even a big thing here. That's a new age shit.
Yeah.
Because the rats, they set that up. You said what?
He walked just like his woman.
Oh, that's the dude that walked in.
Oh yeah, he's soft.
He walked just like him.
Yeah, they probably got the plugs and all that too.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
God damn.
Medallions and all that shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's the
oh,
plug.
yeah,
That nigga
yeah.
switching, man. He said that's the plug.
I would have called myself Big Extra Plug. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Not this day and age,
That's
especially.
low extra plug. God damn.
Yeah, you got booty plugs.
You got a lot of these men that walk just like that woman.
Yeah.
And them women like it, but in their natural instinct, they don't like that.
Hell no.
She be like on a job, she be messing with the janitor.
Yeah. She bouncing up in there.
A big one of them grimy janitors with the
car
blunt,
with a cigar. Well,
yeah,
big
the blunt in the ears, shit. Yeah. Smoke coming out, holes in his pants and shit. But he got that thug look. He got muscles.
The
She be in the
GMO
back in the boiler room. You know, the boiler room.
God damn.
her room.
Janitorial work. He said the geobooks. I was thinking about that.
Geo steps. Yeah, we're gonna close up.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, man.
Unless you got something else.
No, I ain't got nothing else. You know, if anybody else, you know, hey man, this place got to work good. You know, all right, man. But anyway, yeah, man. You know, but with that, man, yeah, Babylon, the break, the command, whatever you want to call it, it's done. You can see it all around you, it's done. You know, so on that, man, you know, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, by Shib Yahushua, by Shib Kadosh.
and the Lord is the apostle, the great bookstore, and the sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth of the sound doctrine. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm a waffle up a ball.
Waffle up a ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.
That's, by the way, that's not the Babylon.